Hey guys, what's up? So we are back again after that 1 hour and a half, an hour and a half break from the first fight from the first match, which was Falcon versus Onyx, and Onyx taking the win. Now this time it's gonna be Echo versus Team Hack. Again, dang it! Are we live or not? Are we not live? Oh, we're live. 1 hour. Are we live now? What? Wait. F5. Good. Dang it. Oh, we're actually live. Yes, I am so confused right now. There we go. Why is my phone not working? I can't see your comments. No, Blacklist still has not yet won. We're live. We're live. What? Meow meow, what's up? Still not sure if. So it's Echo versus Team Hack. THQ. Onyx won 0-3 from the last match. 0-3 against Falcon. Akumdong, what's up? John Vincent Ciano. Ian Vincent Inyogo. Love from India. Akumdong, what's up? D Slasher, what's up guys? How are you guys doing? Oh, it looks like it's my phone that's messed up because I can't see the live stream on my phone. So it's my phone's fault actually. Oh, here we go. I can finally see. What's up guys? How are you guys doing? Again, we are back. This time it's gonna be Echo versus Team Hack. Akira Garcia, what's up? D Slasher, John Vincent Ciano. Did I actually live twice? Did I pasigaw? Mac Gian, what's up? Who do you think will win? I don't know, man. I mean, Team Echo said, was it Carl TZ? Carl TZ said that the team that he wanted to fight was the champions from Malaysia, which is THQ, Team Hack. And Team Hack has the twins, right? Mean and Man. And they said, we will fight whoever, whatever. Shout out, stay what? Stay what? Boyax Gaming PH, what's up? And King Sap, Josh Vincent. Hi, Elgin, do you like the Valley? The Valley's alright. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully the Valley lives up to their hype because it's always good to have hype on the team. And a lot of people are... Angelo Pasqua, Cian Abanes, what's up guys? How are you all doing? Did you had a good break? Echo loud and proud from Just for Fun. Sean Albanez. Actually, that break was good. I was able to record the audio for our next video, which we will also publish today. Elgin is banned from playing M4 because he alone can play. 5-4 trying to be yoke. Egg, what's up? Shout out to Eggs. Queen Aguzar, ang ganda mo. Shout out to Egg's girlfriend, Queen Aguzar, ang ganda mo, he said. North American team is actually the Valley. Stay what? It's me, Lyric. Shout out. Do you watch the anime during the break? Nope, I did not watch any H anime during the break. We actually recorded the audio for our next video. Sweep. Yeah. I was scared you wouldn't stream. Yo, shout out to Jericho. Shout out to John Carlo Padua. Did I live stream twice? I mean, not. I thought I wasn't live streaming before. That's why I had to end it. And then I live streamed again. Did it make it 2 live streams? I am not sure. Whatever happened to Mobazane? The Valley and Mobazane is now on the lower brackets. Although they still have a chance to come out on top. Love your voice, Elgin. Yo, thank you. From D Slasher. Shout out to Onaji Brothers. So let's have a sneak peek. Do you want a sneak peek on our next video before the draft pick starts? Because I was able to record the audio for our next video that we're gonna publish today. Yo, thank you. This is the sneak peek on our next video. This is basically what I said. Hey guys, what's up? So we have a new update on Advanced Server, and it's patch 1.7.50. First on our list is the update on Suppress and Airborne CC effect. So watch out on our next video. We're gonna publish that soon. Probably after the match. Or during the match. Hello from Malaysia. What's up? Bad Rules Hiafik. Meow meow. Lawrence Kun, what's up? Kyle Tamundong. So hopefully hopefully we can finish that video today. Anyways, I know Team Hack Echo. This is the second match for the day. Onyx versus Falcon had already ended with Onyx winning by 3 wins and 0 losses. So best of 5 match went to the Onyx with 0 losses. Yo, Reckless, Akumdong, what's up? Well, with the Frag Shop refresh, I'm not sure. I know, right? And Onyx was on fire today. Kyrie, I think what was really impressive was Kyrie on the third game. Even though Kyrie made early mistakes during the early game, he was able to come back with his Hayabusa. Are you related to a girl from Answer in Progress channel? Answer in Progress channel? I know. Answer in Progress channel. Kisko Lalatbe. Kisko Lalatbe. I think I'm not saying that right. The Brothers War, Fate and Blood. Ooh, looks like a lot of stuff is happening. Let's listen a bit to the casters, what they're saying.
Brotherhood have reunited and joining Echo at the helm.
Okay, nothing really, just hyping stuff out. So, if you've watched the group stage, Carl TZ, right? Carl TZ from Echo said the team that he wanted to fight the most was Team Hack, the champions of Malaysia. And the answer of the twins from Team Hack, which was Min and Man, said, whoever, man, we will fight whoever. Also, Carl TZ said, this is not even our final form. Ooh. He said that Yawi is playing. Your favorite player, guys. Yawi. So the guy said, this is not even our final form. So get ready. Will we see Echo's final form? The 100% strength of Echo on this match. Ooh, I finally see Yawi's face because you guys have been mentioning Yawi's issue from day one, and I finally see his face. So I guess we know why he has those issues, right? Chick magnet, probably. Chick Magnet Yawi. 4-0 Echo wins. What? It's best of 5 though. Anod. Have for which team RQ? RRQ's opponent? Which one? RRQ Brazil? If it's RRQ Brazil, it's gonna be, if I remember correctly, it's gonna be Blacklist. If it's RRQ Indonesia, or if it's RRQ Indonesia, it's gonna be, I forgot. Shout out Beluga. What's up? What's up, guys? How are you guys doing? Hello, Beluga. What's up, yun? Your thoughts on Cambodia team? Which one was the Cambodia team again? I'm sorry, man. I was not that familiar with the M4 tournaments before the M4. Mark Rafael Santos. What's up? Do you think Blacklist International can get a back-to-back win? Probably, because the Blacklist didn't become the defending champions for nothing, man. Shout out Elgin. Good evening. Wak wak. What's up? I'm loose streak. Any tips? Burn X Flash. Was Burn X Flash from Cambodia? Burn had a lot of losses. Did Burn even win? Because Burn was on the same group as Blacklist, Falcon, and INC. And Burn was the first one to go to the lower brackets. What team do you want to win? That's a hard question. To be honest, I would love Echo to win, because the guys from Echo said they have been wanting to fight Team Malaysia for a while now, and that this is it comes off that they think this is the biggest challenge they have to overcome. The Team Malaysia, that is. I'm really not sure, man. Whoever, to be honest. Echo loud and proud. Is it time for the Echo to get the throne? Hey Elgin, I'm at tier 46. You're gonna need a bit of luck to get to tier 75 if you're at tier 46 right now. Ooh. 6 Echo. A bit more. It's almost a bit more, and we're gonna go to the draft pick. The game is about to start. Again, once the draft pick starts, I'm gonna shut my mouth so that we guys can check out the thoughts of the casters on this draft pick. Ooh, also, yeah. Is Hack the underdog here though? I heard that the Malaysian guys, the team Hack were already considered veterans of the match. Is Team Hack the underdog on this fight? I mean, both of these teams have already proven themselves. So I'm not really sure. Tell me though, because I'm not that familiar. Tell me, which do you think is the underdog on this fight? Ooh, I would love to see that. RRQ Hoshi versus RRQ Akira. I would love to see that, man. Because a lot of people are saying RRQ Brazil is better than RRQ Hoshi, which is, that will prove things, right? That will certainly prove things. So hopefully, but for RRQ Brazil to move up, they have to beat Blacklist. Yo, Farhan Zamri, thank you. I love you too, man. Albert didn't use assassin yet. I'm not sure. Mac Kinsley, oy. A lot of people are saying RRQ Brazil is better than RRQ Indonesia. But to be honest, it's gonna take. They might not meet each other on this match, but who knows, right? Who knows? Because for the RRQ Brazil to go up, they have to beat the blacklist. Yawi, I think Yawi is playing. What's up, Q? What is meta? Someone asked. Meta is basically, well, the meaning of meta means most effective tactics available. That's the meaning of the META. But basically, it means the most, like the word says, most effective. So they kind of say that meta heroes or most effective heroes. That's what they mean when they say meta. So it's most effective tactics available, or so they say. Meta nga. Meta. That's Angela Pasqua, what's up? Do not try this at rank part 2. Yeah, we will probably work on that video on do not try this at rank videos. It's just that those videos is so hard to create. Most of it meta, most effective tank available. Game 1 pa lang. Game 1 of match 2. Match 1 was Onyx versus Falcon. This time it's Echo PH versus Team Hack of Malaysia. Mita. Yamete Kudasai. Leslie. Master Elgin, pabati naman po ang anak ko. Birthday niya po na idol ka po niya. Cheska Villanueva, 7th birthday. 7. Narcisco Villanueva Jr. So, shout out to Narcisco Villanueva Jr.'s daughter, which is Cheska Villanueva, 7th birthday. Happy 7th birthday, Cheska. Hopefully, you reach mythical glory. And if you already did, become one of the pro players these days. But probably not what your dad wants you to become. Here we go. Is the draft pick gonna start? CBCMT, what's up? Are we gonna collaborate with Mia Khalifa? It depends. What kind of video does Mia Khalifa want? And okay, here we go. Draft pick. Let's listen to the caster's thoughts on the draft pick of each team. Let's go, guys. I'm gonna shut up for now.
Right now, you still have Lolita available on the table, who's one of the best tanks in the meta because it counters a lot of the marksmen. Are they going to pick that up? I mean, that's something you have to think about. Also, the Hilda. Are we going to see that ban coming out right away just to make sure Team Hawk doesn't play their character?
Well, yeah, I agree. The Hilda has been just a monstrous pick, especially for the Malaysian teams.
Okay, last one, guys. Shout out to Justin Desingano, Charlene Ibanez, and happy birthday to Jan Machu Garcia. Okay.
But honestly, looking at it, it's a bit too situational to go for the bans early on here, especially in the first game, where both teams are still trying to read each other out. So we are just going to see another meta ban, a prio ban, with the glue getting taken out of play by Echo.
Blue monster being banned away. That means a lot of characteristics are still on the table, right? We talk about Hilda, we talk about Lolita. Those tanks are available. Sometimes, right now, you can also pick up the Eve as the first pick, and that's still available as well.
We are 5 heroes deep into the bans, and Eve is still out there. So one of these teams has to make the call. And I'm guessing Echo's not shy to do that. I'm guessing, and I'm willing to wager, they're going to do that here.
Well,
yeah.
Usually they do go for the Fanny ban. Whenever anyone's up against Echo, they ban out the Fanny. So the Eve, the Fanny, now open, up for grabs for Echo. What do they opt for? The answer is none. It's the carry for Benny.
Yeah, absolutely. You still have a lot of counters for carry. Lolita is one of the best options right now, but are they going to stick with that? Or again, we mentioned Hilda over and over again, but here they have the choice to do that.
If the Hilda does come through in these first 2 picks on the swing back after the carry, then does that mean they have to go Hilda carry? Because I'm not liking the Hilda into the Eve.
Agree.
It's
Yeah.
so hard.
I think right now, the focus for Team Hawk has to be Prio Heroes,
There
the
it is.
Eve.
Oh, Eve.
I was expecting something like the Fanny, especially considering Gary just really likes that Fanny. A great Fanny player. We saw this at MSC, but it is going to be the Yuzong locked in. They want to create some backline threats here to really threaten the backline of Echo. But that's two signature picks. Yaoi on the Cho, and Sanford, presumably, on the Grok.
Presumably on the Grok. But when we know, I mean, either one, they have to play one of those characters, or maybe Grok in the jungle as well. But right now, Grok with a flicker, with a new patch came out, is so insane because you really can't see the wall charge. You can charge from the end of it, and then he flicker onto your face, and you are just dead. So right here, I mean, most likely it's going to be a sim for Grok, and I cannot wait to see the Yaoi on the Chow, because this is going to be insane.
That's a signature pick if I've ever seen one. Might as well just make it a shoe-in if ever Echo wins. Ladies and gentlemen, one more pick for Team Hawk here. A lot on the minds of Coach Bob, seeing that one half of the Sansan duo already has their hero. That's the Grok. Leaves me wondering, and I'm sure a lot of people watching at home, what hero is going to the hands of Sanji. The answer, though, to the carry, the Irithel.
For me, honestly, looking at the compositions right now, Team Hawk don't really have a choice, right? For the gold lane. Because firstly, well, Carry's been picked up, 1-1's been banned away. Usually those are the two picks that you want to go for, but considering the amount of engages here, Team Hawk, Panda can't really go for that immobile carry in the back line. They can't go for your standard, just Beatrix. You need someone with mobility, and Irithel brings that to the table. Hasn't been too successful in this meta, but up against this composition, it's what works. It's what is viable, right? A good matchup too up against Carry will ensure that at least the Irithel can lane properly, farm up to that item power spike.
And Arithel is actually lane bully. The skill 1-2 damage is really, really good. And I was expecting them to ban Hayabusa here. So if you think about Arithel and Eve early game, they're lacking a lot of mobility. Yes, Arithel, once it gets the ultimate, the heavy crossbow, you can run really fast. You can start doing a lot of damage. But before that, you're more like just a Layla type of marksman.
Yeah, you're waiting.
Exactly. Same as Eve. Talking about lack of mobility. So yes, they're going to ban the Hayabusa. Are we going to see the Fanny ban coming up?
Oh yeah, it's odd in high-level MLBB play, especially when we're talking about the past 6 to 9 months, to see a Fanny out there in the open. And now that we're taking out junglers, given that Team Hawk nor Echo have a clear answer, there, speak of the devil, banning out the Fanny.
Too risky to actually leave it open, right? They do have the first pick, but it just shows you that Team Hawk have another pick up their sleeves,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, you don't want to Fanny into a Grok or a Cho.
Exactly. There's a wall, there's a lockdown ability too for the Fanny, but it's just a good setup for Echo too. Right now, Martis being banned away. Gary, first pick in the second phase for Team Hawk.
Right now, I mean, Team Hawk, they miss qual control. I mean, look at their comp right now. Irithel, Eve, yes, you have slow, but you don't have hardcore CC. So you're missing those key engages. Are we gonna see the Lolita coming out to initiate those fights so we can have follow-up damage?
Yep, there's nothing on demand. There's nothing that can confirm, like with very little clapback, because right now, it's only really that Yuzhong, right?
Petrified.
Without the ult, without the combo, you're waiting on cooldowns.
Dyroth.
It looks like they're holding it back. This is a signature pick for Gary, and the swing back from Echo, it's very fast. They go ahead, get that Farsa. They're fighting on range for range here.
Now you can really understand why they went for the Ling ban, the Martis ban too. There's two heroes that can really threaten the back line. That's very present here for Echo. And the final pick, it is going to be the Grok into the jungle. Lapu picked up for Sanford in the XP lane. Final pick for Team Hawk up against this composition. They need dive. They need someone to be able to help the Yuzong, or perhaps someone to just help the back line. You need to choose between the two. What do you think?
I gotta give that to Miracle, because all this character are flex picks, and that's why those teams who can flex picks are gonna be really strong in the meta right now. They know if Grok put on the sideline, go against a Dyroth, for example, it might be really dangerous, or going against Yuzhong might be really dangerous. So they decided to put him jungle and put a stronger laner on the side.
We don't know. There was a time in MPLPH for like 3 or 4 months that Cho went into the jungle. That's not out of the question.
True.
Oh, you're right. But knowing Yaoi,
I mean,
right?
knowing Yaoi,
Knowing Yaoi, the Cho's probably going to be on him, and here it is.
The Hilda.
You called it. It's the Hilda.
The Malaysian Hilda.
It's so scary, dude. I mean, again, 100% win rate. Todak used this, destroyed Kyrie. Then Team Hawk used it, destroyed the Valley.
Absolutely. I mean, but you gotta understand, Hilda is gonna be really strong in the jungle in the early game. But if it gets to the late game, Carry is gonna melt Hilda in like a matter of 2 seconds, right? So can you actually open up the game with Hilda, with Daros? Because their early game is looking insane right now.
Yeah, so given the snowball, if it does work out for Echo, the whole Malaysian offense might need some reworking, some recalibration to work out for a late game comeback. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to head into game 1 in this upper bracket bout. The first game in a best of 5. Kanahira Yebombe and Echo loud and proud for all.
Okay, here we go, man. Who do you think won that draft pick, and who is the team you're betting for?
Right off the bat, you can see Hilda is already finding her way into the opposition jungle. Here it comes, but we're gonna have a red star, seems like.
Yep. It's mirrored start, and you called it. It's Grok in the jungle.
Yep. The Grok in the jungle. It's, again, just something that's really flexible, right? That's the only thing I have to say. We haven't seen much of this right now. Min actually still jumping into the enemy jungle onto Carl TZ. Min's gonna be stunned up as Sanji jumps in with a rotation. That's gonna be the wall popped in, and Min's gonna be caught low. Has a sprint. Sanji the flicker finds first blood, and there you have it. That's the loud and proud from Echo.
They were not expecting a quick response. Team Hawk, Echo seems to have found a solution.
Yeah, but a lot of times what Team Hawk does with Hilda is they will die a few times in the early game just to grant vision. Sometimes they just don't care about this early game death. They know, okay, I'm going to sacrifice myself, but the vision is more important. You can see Hilda, despite the death, is now making her way onto the bottom side to find more aggression already.
But the question is, was it 400, 300 gold in the first minute worth it, right?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, here we go.
There's a lot being placed in with a wild charge, and even that Jeet Kune Do. Yaoi picks it up in the end, and it's still just 2-0. Great start for Echo.
Dave, I said, was it worth 300, 400? Now is it worth 1,000?
Top side. Another pickup for Team Hawk. Now they have really opened up the map on the top lane. 12 seconds to put the turtle.
Panda is going to be dove on that final hit, and he fades away. Benny picking up a whole lot of turret gold too, and it's 1,000 on the board already for Echo.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you have 1,000 gold lead, and Turtle is coming up, and look at both side jungler though. Bottom lane.
Min able to dish out so much damage, but Benny still is able to survive. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Yaoi finds the Jeet Kune Do flicker, brings the jungler back to Sanji for him to pick up, and it's turtle number 1 secured by Echo.
Dave, are you seeing this? It's about 2K ahead in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know, it's absolutely insane. This is aggression on aggression right here. Hilda is already, again, looking for a vision here, but sometimes if you actually die too much in the early game, it might not turn your favor in this case, right? Min, even though like he's in the enemy side, he's finding this vision, and Karatisi knows this, but it doesn't seem like it's getting too much done besides just dying over and over again.
He's a distraction,
Here
and
we
right
go.
now he's
3
trying to buy as much time as possible. As Yaoi jumps in with the Jeet Kune Do, bringing him back with that Way the Dragon. Min's gonna fall for the 3rd time in this game, and it's still just Echo controlling the pace of the game.
Despite that Way of the Dragon being slightly off angle, there was enough damage between the 3 members of Echo to punish Min.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Hilda right now going in, this is something, even though he's dying though, I gotta give them benefit because we saw the game that Team Valley went against, right? Even though Hilda was dying, but he was distracting so many people. And the other lanes are farming because Hilda's know exactly where your opponents are. So this might be something they're doing right here as well.
Well, there's still maybe a couple more turtles for them to hedge on that.
Yeah.
But right now, Echo seems to still be on top of the just to-do list for Team Hawk, right? You kill the Hilda, and then you move on and convert. It doesn't really bother the laners of Echo.
Doesn't at all, right? They're even just grouping up here as in the top lane here, the XP lane. It's 1v1, Lola versus Sanford. Lola using that Petrify earlier to regain some HP, as in the bottom lane, the gold lane, it does seem like both Man and Panda has been taken low by a dive attempt by Echo.
Yeah, but it just trade off on skills. But you can see Echo does have the control on the map despite the Hilda. I mean, they really thought about how to counter this guy. Even though the early game, I thought they wouldn't have the damage to kill someone as beefy, as tanky as Hilda, but I was proven wrong. And now the second turtle is spawning. You can see Echo is already in position to contest this objective yet again.
it's just full control right now for Echo. 2.4k gold lead, a lot of gold being placed into one of the core members. We said it, Sanji on the Farsa, 2-0 and 1. You got wave clear, you got poke, and on the Farsa, you have the wings by wings. That's additional rotation speed across the map. Team Hawk don't really have an answer to that right now.
Well, there was a small response from them. Can Gary get out? He's okay. I think this is the response from Team Hawk, is just try to pressure Benny. Send dudes down into that gold lane.
Yeah. I mean, look at Yaoi here on the bottom side, getting vision from the Hilda. Let's take a look at item right now as well as emblems. It's like both sides are picking about a similar, you know, for marksmen. They just want to have a safe laning phase.
Yeah, what worries me is the difference between the different junglers, right? It's a clear tank utility jungler on
all
drop.
right.
But wait, Yaoi!
An uncharacteristic miss from Yaoi as he gets punished. Min picks up a kill. Honestly, in that conversion, Min, I think that's the worst player to have a kill on, especially considering he's just been a distraction for Team Hawk.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, once you get a kill, you reset the goal count. And if you die again, that's another 200 gold to the enemy pocket. Especially you lose the key winning condition, which is the vision factor.
Yeah, but at this point, I think THQ, Hawk, is just happy to have a kill, right? Punish the lover boy, and they go from there.
Just as you say it, they get another in the gold lane, actually ambushing Carl TZ and finally getting a grip back on the game.
You know, I gotta give some credit to Team Hack's entire draft strategy or philosophy. The Dairoth is one of the best characters, fighters to kill tank. You know, now you're thinking about it, yes, they're lacking quad control, but because it's so easy for them to kill tanks, just with a little bit of slow that they have, they're able to do it.
And we can expect for this to get a little better as they get items and they build up confidence and they figure out what exactly Echo is trying to do as they push this bottom lane turret. Oh, what a mirror move. Top lane too. Echo gets that.
Trade, right? XP for gold, and Lola had to just give up that XP lane. Knowing he was playing the weak side of the map, he would much rather just come to the mid lane, rotate over, and help the other members. But right now, it does seem like Yaoi wants to look for just additional mid control with Sanji, as that is actually going to be Yaoi once again poked down by Min. Mon's rotating already, but pay attention to Echo's positioning. It's called D jumps into the wall charge. Sanford joins in, and it's an all-out collapse. Called D's gonna fall, but Lola jumps into the back line with Petrify, finding Yaoi. The Furious Dive not able to find them, but Team Hawk have won the team fight. They're going on to the turtle, and this is the turnaround.
A tough 5v4 situation for Echo that Team Hawk capitalized on. Dave, Hawk got a turtle here.
Yeah, I mean, there are two reasons for the key of the victory for Team Hawk. They have Hilda. It's becoming increasingly harder to kill now. Now you can see Hilda jumping into the child. They can't do anything to him. They don't want to waste skills on him either. At the same time, Ujong is slowly but surely become a monster to the back line. You saw how much threat he posed to the mid laner, to Sanji on the far side.
And we're expecting that exactly, right, from Team Hawk. They survived the early game counter from Echo on that Hilda strat, and then now there's this mid-game power spike.
The mid-game power spike is going to be quite massive for both of these teams, like looking at their compositions. But honestly, I do feel like the later the game goes, it's so even. Both teams have just drafted themselves for a very good early, mid, and even late stage.
But it does seem like Echo's making a comeback here. I mean, sorry, Team Hawk is making a comeback. Look at Echo's marksman. Look at Benny QT on the carry. 58, 6,000 gold, about 1,200 gold ahead on the opposition. This carry is going to be an absolute unstoppable force in a little bit.
Yeah. Early pop on the Federation.
There we
Here
go.
goes Lola.
Black Dragon formed by Lola, trying to find someone. Alcohol, he's going to be petrified there, but does have the wild charge to get out. Now Team Hawk once again jumping in. Yaoi going to be able to find the way to the Dragon, but it's going to be brought back to the team. Panda with an amazing position right now, but it's going to be Benny QT free hitting as well. Flickering forward against the members. Benny QT still able to find some damage before getting shut down by Min. Sanford now running back. It's a 3-for-2. A flicker forward by Benny. Holy moly. When the airstrike comes in, Panda still able to fall. Actually, but the damage is enough. Now it's gonna be 1v3. Min gets shut down, and Sanji picks up a double.
A delayed wipeout off the back of the Storm's aggression. Benny Cutie has entered the building.
Yes, Benny QT with the flank on the marksman. We talk about Echo's character playstyle is to split push, is to flank, and they do it on every single position, including the marksman. That's insane. insane.
Yep, you're expecting the split push or that angle from Benny Cutie, from Echo in the late game, and we were just talking about that mid-game spike, and again, this is the evolution of the Storm, but
here we go.
Benny has arrived, man, very low.
Sanji is going to be caught, shut down by Gary. This is it. It's going to be the flicker, actually by Carltesius. Lola jumps in the back line. Benny with no flicker. Lola versus the world right now. He's still able to dish out the damage, taking a kill back, and even surviving with one. Carltesius going to be gunned down now with Panda chasing him. It's a 4-0 for Team Hawk. The goal's been equalized, but Echo found the Lord.
The Malaysians have caught the Filipino team slacking, and yeah, they got the Lord, but they just had one dude left. 4 for none. Team Hawk on the swing back.
Yes, Echo used everything they got to burst down the Lord, and the Malaysian team find the opening. They just find one target at a time, starting from the mid laner. This is a very, very united team. 5 men moving together. You can see just sweep through the opposition on the map, one after one. This is so good to watch. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Echo didn't even get to capitalize on the Lord.
Yep.
Yeah, it bought what, maybe 5 to 10 seconds? But Echo now have to reconsider.
Oh,
Yeah, we get
here
to
we go.
On to Min. He's going to be
Carry.
bursted down, melted, taken out of the game. Now you see him, now you don't. Looking at it, Man still wants to be able to clear this wave, defending the tier 1 in the mid lane. Let's talk about how Team Hawk fought with a 5,000 goal deficit and won.
It's sometimes not about a goal deficit, it's about number advantage, right? They started off with 5-on-1 to take down Sunji in the mid lane, and then they move on to the Lord and start taking over the fight. So because of one fight alone, they even up the total gold and now actually on top. The one I'm actually worried about is still going to be Benny Cutie on the late game. This guy's getting so much farm, and if you can't kill Carry next time, it might be Carry turning around and wipe out the entire side of Team Hawk.
All right, good news, bad news. Benny Cutie is a brewing storm. He showed us a little bit of what he can dish out later on, but bad news is there's an answer. Lola will constantly be looking for him. So I guess it's more of a matter of deterrence. Like, can I find you? And are you going to have the confidence to find that angle again, knowing that I'm here?
And I think right there, especially in the fight that Benny flickered forward, it was great for them because it was a curveball, right? As a Yuzong, as you know, if you're Lola, you would expect, I want to dive to the back line. For Min too. If Benny flickers forward, they're like, wait,
He's not here.
he's not here. What happened?
No, it's home.
It's actually the opposite. It's like a reverse psychology, should I say? They do the things that you least expect. Here comes Min, finding the vision. He does not care, walking through every bush safely. But here comes Gary.
Oh, Yowie! Finds the Kundo, but only to Min right now. That's gonna be the wild charge, knocking 3 up. But that's the real world inflation doing damage. Man now still gonna be able to sprint out as Gary jumps in. Sanford gonna be able to find the kills. Lola still able to actually back off. Carltesius and Benny right now looking for some more, but it's just the roamer traded in for the mid laner. Echo with a favorable trade.
Wow, what a trade right here. And this is what we're talking about. Lola trying to find the flank again onto Carry, but Benny Cutie is getting tankier and tankier as we go. If you cannot one-shot this marksman, she will turn it around and everyone will perish.
Yep, and again, icing on the cake, Benny Cutie did not need to use his flicker to win that engagement.
That's so good for
Yeah,
Echo.
and it's gonna convert into this Lord. I just don't know if it's for free. I'm not sure if Team Hawk is even considering going for a contest, but the way the map looks, it looks like, yeah, Echo is going to score a Luminous Lord.
That's going to be really tough for Team Hawk. Even while they had the gold lead just for a bit, they weren't able to convert on objectives. Now, they're finally able to find a turret tier 1 up top, trading it for the Lord. But with this composition, Echo just has a bit more to say when it comes down to sieges.
Yeah, absolutely. You have Farsight with a lot of pressure with the ultimate. Lord is going to go down from the top side. That means the mid 2 towers are not going to stand for any longer.
Yep, given that the first Lord, yeah, Echo just flubbed that. THQ, they defended so well. Now, the minions have become enhanced even more, so they can leave lanes and start going. Oh, Sanji popping an early feathered airstrike. Yeah, we looking for an angle. Can he get it? All right, main artery penetrated. Echo making moves on the map.
Tier 1 taken down the mid lane as they focus once again to rotate across the map. Min already positioned. Sanford spots him, but Min still wants to just act as a distraction, buying as much time as possible. Meanwhile, though, you do see in the mid lane and even in the bottom lane, the tier 2 was taken down. Team Hawk still able to micromanage really well, taking the Lord down and defending pretty well.
Yeah, they only lost, I think, like 2 towers, one on the bottom side, one in mid. I mean, Echo, even though they sync the wave really, really well, but Team Hawk surprisingly able to pull off this defense. I think largely it's thanks to Eve and Arathel.
They're doing all right here. So again, it's another swing back. Echo at the lead once more. A very, very small lead, mind you, but the map is looking blue all throughout. I think that's what happens when you get these major objectives and your opponents are forced to rotate together. See how closely Team Hawk is.
Oh, and you can see, honestly, just the way Mun's playing, right? He's trying to bait out Yaoi's Jikundo flicker because he does have that Purify, right? Mun, notice his positioning. Always somewhat just in the middle or in front, actually.
Yep, and I think what that bought for Panda is a lot of gold.
Yeah, look at Panda's gold right now. The thing that worries me increasingly for Team Hawk is Arathel, when it gets to the late game, yes, does a lot of damage, but that's only for squishy characters. And if you look at Echo, how tanky their front line is. Oh, Kartizi getting poked out.
He's so low. Kartizi gonna have to back off for a bit. Sanford opening up the map once again. That's gonna be the Black Dragon form, popped in by Lola. Instant disengage from Echo, but it's gonna be Benny QT is gonna be the target right now. That's gonna be Sanji caught. He's gonna be stunned up. He's gonna be slain. Min losing immortality right now in front of it, but the real world inflation catches two. Lola tries to rectify, but it's gonna be melted down. Benny QT once again bringing forward. Benny with the triple kill. Still somehow saving the game. Team Hawk, they got that in the pocket. Mon still with Gary, more resources to play with.
3 for 3, what a tough trade. They will happen.
Yeah, I would think the most important for Team Hawk's victory there is Min's survival. He survived, is able to do the magic damage needed to kill Gary, because that's probably the only character right now that can do that amount of damage. Of course, on top of you, Gary on the side, just doing the swings, doing the skill 1, 2, 3 combo. So I think that's the only reason that Benny Kuti got taken down. If this character stays alive, that could be Echo complete sweep, and could have been again, actually.
Yep, in the long run, it seemed like Echo was out of the woods. It seemed like they baited out almost every possible ult that THQ could put on the map, but so far, it looked like THQ were hiding some aces, hiding some kings, and now look, Yaoi.
Uh-oh, that's the immortality popped in. Sanji's gonna be caught by the collapse from the Malaysian champions. Once again, that's a 2 for 0. Min and the midst of it all, gonna be caught with the bravest fighter and the stun. That's gonna be Lola jumping in as well. Min gonna lose a lot of HP, but still gonna be able to survive with 1 HP. Ibombe Hawk, they're here to come and play.
Oh, check the base. Benny Cutie had to go home and defend. Kartizi just whacking away at these minions one at a time. It looks like the split push kings are the one who's gonna get split pushed themselves. THQ converting into a straight lord. It's a luminous lord for the Malaysians.
What a play from Team Hawk. And I gotta say, I see a different level of Team Hawk right here. They're so disciplined. They go on one target at a time. Despite the fact that Man was zoning the entire backline of Team Echo, he quickly made a comeback to reunite with Lola to win that team fight and eventually survive with sliver of health.
I'd say maybe in the 5 or 6 major team fights in this 17-minute game, Team Hawk have been so good on the recovery. On a mechanical level, you'd say Echo are just waiting for battle spells, waiting for ults, right? But Team Hawk always have that next level, always have that decision after the post-engage.
3.5k gold lead. The 17th minute of the game with the Evolved Lord, Enhanced Lord still marching down in that bottom lane.
This is a tough defense. Can Echo do it? Looking for that first engage. There's a feather there, strike. Slowly but surely, Team Hawk making their way in. Black Dragon form!
Lola into the midst, jumps in, gets out with a Furious Diamond. That's gonna be the bravest fighter, catching Panda. Instant flicker away by Panda right now. That's gonna be Sanford, still surviving. Echo have cleared the Lord out. Team Hawk deciding to go back to the mid lane. Gets the base turret down, rotating up top. Yaoi! Finds Panda! Furious Dive pops in. Benny QT finds the kill on the Panda as Lola's gonna be caught. Immortality pops, and that's Lola falling to the hands of Benny. But Team Hawk have taken 2 base turrets.
At the price of your inhibitors, Echo have gone with a stellar defense, and they've sent Team Hawk packing, going home. How can Echo capitalize?
I mean, Echo at this point, there's not enough minion wave, and also Team Hawk made a really good decision to retreat really fast. Let's take a look at the team fight. It started off from Yaoi really decisive engage, and I gotta see the wall from Kartizi is insane over there. Just blocking 2 people away, you can see Team Hawk just quickly retreated. They want to make sure you don't capitalize on the death.
Oh!
Yaoi saved the game with the Weighted Dragon now getting caught. Team Hawk looking to capitalize as Echo disengages. Min jumping in, looking for a play. Sanford gonna be caught low as Gary jumps in for damage.
Oh!
Connects on the 2. Min's gonna lose the immortalities. Gary once
Benny.
again is looking for some damage. Benny gonna be caught. Panda does some damage back. Look at nature!
my!
Benny finds the killing spree. Brave is fired out of the back line as Panda's gonna be stunned up. That's Sanford dealing so much onto Panda. But here's Lola as well. Panda gonna be taken down. Lola to the back line. Benny with a flicker out. Gary's still low. Benny chasing. It's a shutdown for Benny. QT.
Damn you, Benny, why are you so good? 11-3-3. Gonna go ahead and help Sanji clear out, but that could have been so much worse for Echo. Team Hawk getting real scrappy. They know they're ahead, but Echo still know the right decision at the right time. The map is against them, but so far it's not over. Here's an evolved Lord. Dave, what's this Lord looking like? Chances for either team to get it?
I mean, it seems like it's going to be 80-20 for the favor of Echo right now. They have 4 up compared to only 2. And on top of the fact that here you have Retribution from CarTZ, and you have this Shredder from Carrier. Look at Benny Cutie just losing the drop-in HP of the Lord in a matter of seconds.
Benny.
Just Benny.
Just Benny.
Benny.
That's all I have to say.
Yep.
And honestly, that's all we have to say. That fight, he just popped off.
It seems to be either Benny gets caught out or Benny just takes over. It's just one or the other. And so far, he's slowly understanding more the decision process for Lola. It looks like he knows more and more better when Lola's going to try to find him.
Exactly, and Lola used the dragon form to come looking for him, and that's when, after the dragon's done, that's when Carrie showed up again into the team fight, rejoining the team fight, and actually shredded everybody on the map. They're really fighting this fight well, slowly but surely and steadily.
Honestly. Looking at how they're going to be pushing now. Team Hawk with the Evolved Lord, right? It's Echo pushing in with a 4,000 gold lead. That doesn't really mean much in the later stage of the game because everybody has gone to a point where it's all full items. How do Team Hawk defend this?
I mean, right now with the Lord, and by the way, I like the details from Cartesius now. They block the path for the Lord. This way, Lord's going to take longer to go to the base.
Yep.
And this will allow more super minions to come out, and that will really help you when you push the base. They're increasing every chance they can get, and here comes the push.
Evolved Lord cracking the base. Base start number 1 taken down. Team Hawk looking for that defense right now as Lola jumps in with a Black Dragon form, just zoning Echo away. Lord at 10,000 HP, melted down. Real world regulation popped in the mid lane to clear out the wave and to zone Echo away. Team Hawk with a masterful defense.
Clean from the Malaysian squad, the MPL Season 10 MY champions. There's a lot of ult spent though to get that done. Yaoi looking for one.
Here we go.
Yaoi gonna flicker forward, winner truncheon by Gary to bait it out. Sanford now helping his teammate, but Yaoi gonna be taken low, still alive. That's both teams disengaging, but it's Echo who finds base turret. Min still looking for something as he opens up the map. Mon gonna be able to slow some people down with the Ice Queen wand and the second ability. Min still again jumping in. Benny gonna be able to dash away from the wall. Team Hawk still chasing, but they will not be able to find it. It's a flicker, baited out. Sanji, no flicker. Lola with the Black Dragon form comes in. Winner Truncheon baited out. Sanford gonna be caught in the midst of it all. That's gonna be Sanji losing the immortality. Gary picks up 1. It's a 1 for 0, but 22 minutes on in the game. 50 seconds for the respawn timers.
Oh, and this whole time it's just Min in the base defending. Are we looking at potential clapback from Echo? They were also left reeling. They were gassed from that last team fight. Dave, we're down to 1 inhibitor for Team Hawk.
I mean, this is such an even game. Actually,
no
there's
more.
no more.
Oh.
The minute wave's too strong. I was thinking just a Hilda alone is not going to cut it.
You can't.
You can't. And by the way, at this point, carry is the deciding factor. Can you take down Benny? Is the win condition for Hawk. And it doesn't seem like they have the resources to do it. It's going to be up to Dairoth, Eve, and you don't jump in at the exact same time to even have a chance on Benny.
Is this the longest game in M4 so far?
Approaching. I think Occupy had one long game against the RRQ Hoshi in the group stage. But here in the knockouts, boy oh boy, best believe stakes are much, much higher. Lord here, approaching half health. Oh, look at where Benny is, look at where Benny is.
Uh-oh, still waiting once again. Lola gonna be able to actually jump in. Sanford doing the same thing right now. Black Dragon form pops in as that's gonna be Yaoi finding the way the dragon. Yaoi's gonna be taken down right now, but look at the
Backdoor.
mid lane right now. Team Hawk's gonna be able to look for the Lord.
that what it
Panda
is?
still walking back,
Benny.
trying to save the game. Benny in the mid lane,
Benny,
looking
the
for a
storm.
big play.
Benny.
Has been waved, flickering forward.
Benny.
And the Lord swinging for the game. Echo Philippines strike first in the best of 5.
Loud and proud, that's their trademark. The split push, y'all did cover up your back doors and Benny came a knocking. 1-0 in this best of 5. Echo goes on, scores the first win. Dave, you see that coming?
Well, when you point
They had that. They were already planning it. That's why Yaoi came in, even though it was a bit, even though it looked bad. Yaoi jumped in. Farsa was already luring the other one, and Kerry was in that position. Man, they already had thought of that even before the clash. I think they've already had that planned out.
What was that, river? Mid-river?
Yep.
And it was top side, right? So he was away from the fight. It was such a risky play to go for, but he just did it.
Oh,
Chad
wow.
Benny.
Chad
Flickering
Benny.
forward, waiting in the bush, making the risky plays. But if it pays off, man. They got the game.
You see the
I thought Yaoi jumped again with a miscalculated jump, but turns out, they were really going for it.
playbook?
I mean, absolutely saw the time when they engaged, right? Just when Benny was about to split push. That's when the entire team collapsed on Team Hawk to distract them and making sure that Benny has the chance, has the time necessary, the extra 2 seconds to take the win.
Yeah, and this is exactly where the aforementioned Echo mic check is going to matter, because there's got to be some complex way that was set up.
Anyways, great fight by THQ, by the THQ Malaysia, and even Echo, man. What will game 2 look like? What will game 2 look like, man? Let's go.
A skin choice chest. You can choose a skin you like the most from the chest. I would choose the hero that you made. Now, aside from that, the battle bonus awaits you on the same day. Play matches and you'll get team star protection for 3 matches, double star raising points, double protection points, double EXP, and double BP for 5 matches. We are not stopping there.
Wow.
Free access to all heroes and loads of epic skins will be available.
So right now they're just talking about epic skins. Ugh. I know, good fight by both teams. Props to THQ Malaysia, man. Honestly, what would you think would have happened if they didn't go for the backdoor and they just went for the clash on that Lord? I thought Yaoi was messing up again, to be honest. I thought Yaoi on that last clash was messing up again. Turns out that was part of the plan.
Insane game.
I don't know how to feel, but this guy, man, I have to ask you, why does it have to always be Malaysia? And why does it always have to be Echo when it comes to those backdoor plays? And of course, Malaysia with always the nail biter series.
Look, we like to play interesting games. We like to give the best of Mobile Legends. And come on, was that not the most interesting game so far? That's what I thought.
Most definitely a very, very interesting game. I mean, from start to finish, from draft until that final split push moment. But before we jump too much into the end, how do you feel about the draft, Wolf?
Yeah, I thought that it was just about a mid-game for the side of Team Hack because of the sustain lineup that they have. When it comes to Echo, what they needed to do was to make the most out of the early game because their composition is for bursts. And whenever they don't have the ultimates, they don't have the team fight integrity. So they had to make the most out of the early game and make BenQ the Hurricane or the Typhoon that we're looking for. Unfortunately, Team Hack found an opening in the mid game. They didn't let go.
Honestly, it could have gone a lot worse for Team Hawk. In a lot of situations, it was extremely, I would say, pretty much game-ending for a gold laner. Again, mid lane got involved. Hilda dying so early on, giving Grok the level advantage, which made all the difference. Coming down to the bot side, hitting level 4 perfectly, making sure that Panda dies. So many things could have gone wrong, and that pushback during the mid-game making all the difference. However, my biggest concern was with Lola. Was he able to kind of make the difference? And yes, he did in those team fights.
I mean, you could almost argue that if it wasn't for the sneaky play at the end, Team Hawk would have won that game, right? They were winning in some of the team fights. It almost seems like their composition was paying off towards the end. And speaking of gold laners, we had the carry, we had the Aerithal. How are you guys feeling about it?
Yeah. I thought that one of the better Aerithal usages that we've seen so far, because the way that they approach is that they went in a face-to-face approach wherein they went to kill anyone who's like fronting for the side of Echo. As you can see, with the items, the Aerithal had a decent KDA, but that doesn't reflect his effect on the game that we saw when he was battling up against Betty Cutie.
And I mean, at the end of the day, it does come down to the gold laners making the difference. I mean, again, you got to stop the real world manipulation. You have to.
Whew. Anyways, best of 5. Echo already has 1 win. Looks like it's gonna be tough. Unlike Onyx versus Falcon, looks like this one is gonna be tough to get. Who do you think would have won if they didn't go for that backdoor / split push? THQ? Yeah, to be honest, it looks like THQ had that advantage. Because there were lots of clashes wherein it was bad for Echo. They were only getting saved by Benny. There were lots of clashes wherein the Echo members were getting picked off. And then Kerry would come to the rescue. Yeah, Echo won, guys. I think MVP is definitely gonna go to Benny. Yep, new advanced server video. Check it out. Advanced server video. Is it already out? Redemption arc. We're finishing the advanced server update. Elgin, if nanalo blacklist, pakasalang kita. Sure, man. Happy birthday, Farhan Zamri. Kuya, lalaban pa rin ba sa fans ng Black? Kyle, this is now the upper brackets. The next fight is gonna be Blacklist. I mean, not the next fight, but Blacklist's next fight is gonna be against RRQ Brazil. Best of 5. So it's gonna be RRQ versus Brazil. Whoever wins that is gonna advance to the next match. If Echo or THQ wins this, they're gonna be up against Onyx, who just won the previous match. Benny cute. Elgin, meet and greet fans event, please. Elgin, I dump you. Why Coffee? Elgin, what do you think about Claude in M4? Claude was used a couple of times in M4. Claude had been used a couple of times in M4. Usually, a lot actually. Claude had been used a lot. It's usually 1-1, Carry, Claude, Beatrix that's mostly used on MMs in M4. Ooh, people are saying it's gonna be PH versus PH. Is that true? Yo, Kishan Vitani, happy birthday as well. Marcella Viol, happy birthday, guys. I sing for you, Elgin. Co55, what's up? Crystal Ronaldo Siwi. Elgin Bat Stream. Happy birthday. Again, happy birthday, guys. Don't you think don't you think MLBB is demonic? Why? Why? Hi Elgin, why not you and the boys try to compete on professional scene? Shout out please. If we're gonna compete on the professional scene, who will do the work for our main channel for the video edits wherein we upload daily? So I think we have to choose. Are we gonna go professional or are we gonna do YouTube? So we can't do both, man. That's too hard. Video edits, video content, YouTube animations, which I also love. I love so much animations. Or are we gonna go pro like this, guys? Do we even have the skills? But before we go pro, are we ready to give those hours? Are we ready to commit to those 8-hour per day practice, maybe more? So it really, you have to choose content creator or a pro player. It's hard to do both. Now I was just answering their question because a lot of people actually asks that. Why not go pro? Why not go? Which is a valid question, but like I said, it's hard to do both. Something has to give. A lot of some of the boys, right? Even some of the boys used to ask me that. They sometimes they will even kinda always suggest it. They will always suggest, Elgin, let's go pro. Let's go join that scene. And I explained to them that, happy birthday, Farhan. You need to be able to give that effort because these pro guys, these players, these teams have, before they got there, they had to duke it out with the other great teams as well. And those other great teams that got eliminated had to give, 8 hours per day for a year, for months, playing and practicing, tuning up their own team. Are you ready to give that commitment? All right? If not, if you can't even compete with the hours they're giving, if you can't even do as much hours or more that these guys are practicing, then don't even try to, Anyways, do you play run? Yeah, Ichigo. How do you get to play in the M4? I'm not sure actually. Game mechanics video when? Soon. Yeah, a lot of work. It's not that easy, man. Time to ban Kirk. Yo, Alan Kyle, what's up? I know, right? Just 5 seconds. I think even less. Less than 5 seconds before they could have cleared that minion. Yo, Angelo Pascual, Phantom Pillows. Actually, one of the boys used to suggest that a lot. The going pro scene. Echo loud and proud. You can host though. Yeah, we can definitely host. Who is back? Aaron, yeah, possible. A bit of luck. Possible, Aaron. A bit of luck though. You need a bit of luck. Farhan Zombie, what's up? Lamau, Iska. Sweetheart, what's up? Wiko. League of... Oh snap, is the thingy again? Is the... $50. So you need to be extremely lucky for 50. Should Echo go for 301? I'm not sure, man, because Echo, this is a harder fight. They almost lost that, to be honest. To be honest, though, that was a very close match, and the win could have went to anyone else. And I think it was leaning before that split push slash backdoor or something, I think it was leaning on the THQ because there were lots of bad clashes that happened that was only barely saved by Benny. So I'm not sure about 0-3 on Echo. Rico, what's up? Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. I think we messed up the game. Elgin, can you do shoutcast? I'm not sure if we get the chance to shoutcast for these events. We're gonna do it and also practice. ML Elgin tournament. Elgin tournament. ML. You have to play on. You have to play with Elgin tournament, but you have to play with tongs. You have to wear tongs to be able to compete in the Elgin tournament. You can join Vloggers Invitational Tournament. Yeah, definitely. We will play those. those what do you call those events? Like special events. No, not really the pro guys. Just random YouTubers, influencers. Elgin are planning to be a shoutcast. Not really, but how to join your squad? We're kind of full. Elgin, get the Beatrix figurine, then give it to me. We don't have the dance stream. We don't have the Beatrix figurine yet, though. A bit more. 1 minute and 20 seconds, and we're gonna have the round 2 of Echo versus THQ. Elgin, I would love to be the cameraman on this event. I will show you all the good stuff. We know what the public wants, and the public wants bots. Best of 5. Best of 5. This is best of 5. Elgin, what do you think about Roger? Why? Roger's decent. Assassin, you see a lot of Roger on Epic. Death by Snoo Snoo. Death by Snoo Snoo. Do you know where that originated from? That word that actually came from Futurama, wherein Fry and the other boys came to an Amazon island wherein there were giants. Most of the guys died with a broken pelvic. They had broken pelvic bones, also known, aka death by Snoo Snoo. What's the best hero in the MLBB? That's very debatable. Very debatable on who's the best hero in MLBB. Yeah, I think the right question will be who are the meta heroes in MLBB, which are the heroes that you're seeing being banned and used on the M4 right now. Again, once the draft pick starts, we're gonna shut up. Your mom is the best hero. Oh, snap. Game's about to start. Then who is my favorite? It's Kagura. Kagura is my favorite. She's not the best. She's not even in the meta, but I love using Kagura. Again, that sounded wrong. I love using Kagura as the hero to play in Mobile Legends. We're 36. We're gonna shut up now, move our face in the upper right corner, and listen to the thoughts of the casters on this next draft pick. Tell me who won the draft pick.
Game takes out the 1-1, the Valentina, and the Joy.
It's almost similar bans to game 1, right? I mean, Joy, the reason why you would ban Joy in 1-1 is because there's so many characters that they pick out just to counter. And here we go, the first pick, carry yet again. This is deja vu at this point. I mean, the same draft over and over again because, hey, don't change what's working.
Well, you know, right now, as it stands, it's the exact same draft, but Diggy has been left open. The Yve was the one banned away now. So Echo realized that maybe now the Yve is...
Getting carry again on Benny Cute.
Saw that the Eve was actually giving them a lot of trouble, a lot of problems in the previous game with just how much damage, how much poke she was dealing out.
So on the swing back, if what I'm hearing is right, will they still prioritize the Yuzhong? Oh. They steal away the Cho!
And they pick up the
and
Yuzhong.
the Yuzhong.
How about both?
How about
right?
both? Exactly. Using pick to ban. That's one of the smarter strategies you can do. But at the same time, that might take away the little things that they do very good, which is the early game aggression, early game Hilda into your jungle. So this pick does live a lot of other really good pick open now for the side of Team Echo. Again, Lolita is on the table, and Grok, the flex pick that can go jungle, can go side lane. What is going on here?
Oh, Carl TZ. He has grown so much. What are you talking about? Ling? Hayabusa Lancelot? I got Grok, fam.
Grok, Fredrin, Akai, right?
Swing.
Now,
Your
let's see
team
the change
Oh.
for Team Hawk.
Not
Isn't
bad.
just that Cho pick, but it's also opting to go for the Fanny instead of the Irithel in the first phase. So they're already making the proper adjustments, in my opinion. In the first game, they were falling behind a bit too much in the early stage. So if they really want to contest in game number 2, maybe going for this new perspective where they need to get that early game might work.
What I hate to do this, right? I hate to rain on Team Hawk's parade, but this Fanny pick here, what it's gonna do is, yes, it's gonna help Gary get those big rotations. Yes, it's gonna threaten the map for Echo, but they're gonna have to start picking and banning in the second phase to help protect this Fanny, because the Grok already is not a good matchup, and if this is going into the hands of Sanji, this Kadita, it's also gonna be a tough play. Hell, might even go into the hands of Yaoi. Yaoi plays a mean Kadita too.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many flack, and that's why it's so hard to ban. But still, we have Team Hawk banning the EXP lane right now. Wizalapu being taken out. Harith, I was just about to mention that because Team Hawk, they have a very mean dive comp playstyle. You can see what they're picking right here. Yuzhong, Xiao, Fanny. They're not really trying to protect anyone. They're trying to full fireman dive your backline and make sure you don't have a carry either.
But they need to snowball.
Absolutely.
That's the key. It's going to be hard to win from behind if you have a Fanny, if you have Yuzhong, and then maybe they need a marksman still, right? So they have to pick very, very carefully.
They do, right? Looking at it, Echo did a really good job in the second phase of bans, banning out the Harith and the Claude. Two heroes that can really perform great up against these kind of compositions where you really want to just find that pick, right? Kadita, Grok. Now, Team Hawk are caught in a position where they might just have to go for that Irithel pick again. They need someone with mobility. Harith and Claude banned out. The only real choice here is... Oh!
Moscow.
That's why Valens is the analyst.
He passed it over.
Pass it over.
Oh my god, what a pick on the Moscow right here. The attack speed marksman definitely dominate, definitely the winner of the current patch. And the Moscow late game is probably the only choice that can go with toe-to-toe, head-to-head against carry. So this pick makes a lot of sense here, on top of the fact that Moscow can actually grant a lot of vision and a lot of mobility to survive against Kadita.
But how is this going to interact with the chunky heroes that Echo picked up, right? The Moskov just shreds through these dudes, almost maybe just second to how Carry does that. There's the Kufra, there's the Fredrin. What's that going to be like?
In terms of base damage too, how much you melt people down, you might actually be able to outscale the carry in the later stage of the game with the healing on top of
And
that.
then you have a CC.
You have a CC.
You have a displacement.
You also have a global ultimate, which can help in a lot of these situations.
Air
So-
quotes global.
Air quotes global. You can actually check a lot of bushes, right? They
Right.
were struggling late game when it comes to...
Oh!
They're going in! Not only are they going for the Moscow, but they picked up the signature Eudora for Min.
Oh no.
For Man, actually.
That's man. That's
Man.
bro. That's man.
That's mad.
I like it.
That's pretty manly pick right there. Won the Eudora. I mean,
That's a Chad pick.
that is a chat pick. There is a counter though. Kadita, if you're able to hide in the bush really well, you can one-shot the Eudora, but vice versa, right? It all depends on who is the better assassin player in this case. Who's able to camp bush better.
Same, but then again, how do you find those bushes, right? You check with your roamers.
Exactly.
And between these two heroes, the Kufra and the Cho, there's this, again, you mentioned this earlier, Dave, that counter relationship. Kufra just eats Cho alive.
I mean, kind of, but at the same time, Chao can actually just dash away and try to kick the Kufar away if he finds himself in danger. So it's one of those love and hate relationship. It's really based on who execute better. And right now in the meta, actually, from what we see, they have better success is who engage first, who engage better on the key targets.
So it comes to a point of it's now
Let's go, let's go. I want to see this.
versus Team Hawk. Let's see where these junglers start. It's an orange start for Echo, while Team Hawk goes for the purple.
Well, once again, right, I actually do agree with you, Dave. I feel like it is a skill matchup here, especially in the roam department with the Cho and the Kufra. Sure, Kufra has that bouncing ball, can actually negate a lot of these dashes from happening, but with the Shenpu, it does give him, Min, a lot of room to play with, right? I think right now, if we just look at it based on the drafts, who do you guys have? Who do you guys think has the better draft?
I mean, I don't know, actually, because
Yeah,
the
exactly,
draft is
right?
so out of the traditionary. You got Moscow, Vitora being picked in the exact same game. We thought this is M4. This is a ranked game taking onto the big stage.
Yep, it's basically something that I saw yesterday. It's like, how is this happening here right now? Oh! Yaoi catches one.
Panda's gonna be brought low here, has that Inspire, pops it in, actually trading better here, winning it out. Fanny's gonna be taken low there, and just like that, Panda is gonna win. Is this a counter, perhaps? A shadow counter towards the carry? When you're able to trade better almost every single time.
Again, I think of all the aspects brought up about the Moskov, it's the displacement that's going to throw most people
Exactly.
off. The fact that you're assuming that I'm going to go into this fight from this point, and then he just throws you off it by what? A few meters in game? That's a main difference dealer. Look at this.
Here we go.
Loverboy cancels it.
They don't opt to go for it, right? A bit too risky here, especially considering that Min was body blocking for Panda. You just don't know when he's going to use the Shenpu, but you do know when Gary is going to start popping off. It's when he gets that level 4, but right now, he does not have the purple buff, so he is still going to be waiting for that to spawn back up before he looks for these crazy dives and ganks.
Another thing that's why this game is so enjoyable to watch is how disciplined the team are. Just now on the bottom side, Echo with 3 versus 2. Kurfa, Yaoi could have engaged and find a flavorful team fight, but they didn't know where Fanny was, they didn't know where Gary was, so they decided to take a step back. What if we engage and, Fanny just show up after I use my bouncing ball? Oh, top side!
Lola picked off a good gank by Sanji with better wave control. No, he just ignores the wave.
That's what they were saying. The fact that if you don't know where dudes are, you don't know where these heroes are hiding, there's barely any difference between a Eudora and a Kadita.
Yeah, they're just camping. It's a camping game, right? Who camps better? And a lot of the mid laners, they like to wait one wave ahead of you coming to the lane. They have to go there one wave earlier. Right? The least you expect them to show up. Sometimes you expect mid lane to clear the wave and then show up, but no, they show up earlier.
With this composition, though, it does put Team Hawk in a position where they really need to get that early game. And as you can see, the early game right now is just dominated by Echo again. Despite having these early picks, Team Hawk are still struggling early on. 2 kills over to Echo. Deja vu.
And so far,
Lola.
it's an interesting approach. But top lane, they eventually find one. It's Sanford, gets popped by 3. And I was going to say, game 1, they had the whole Hilda plan, right? That helped them scale into the mid-game power spike. Here, we agreed that in the draft, they have the snowball. Where's that potential going to come from? I think they have to do more than just that one pickoff. Can Yaoi catch him? Oh, cancels it.
Cancels it, right? Team Hawk playing around the XP lane really well, and Echo noticed that. They went towards the bottom lane, but now with Wild Charge, Sanford's going to be able to actually buy some time, and that's going to be the wall. Locking them down. Still Gary able to kill, picking up the kill with Lola's passive. Top lane tier 1 still very, very low as Carl TZ looks to get a kill back. Not going to be able to get in range, but Sanji's here. Gary able to sidestep, and he uses the cables to get out. 1 HP. Gary gets out.
Oh my god, bottom side though, another engage coming from Team Hawk, and they're trying to get more gold right now.
Good win the Dragon too, technically. Yaoi was looking for a pick there. But again, I do believe Team Hawk, they just come out with the advantage. Never mind, Echo finds a way to trade it back.
Just as quickly, right? Never mind. I think it's eyes on the prize. You have to consider that when Echo makes moves, they're also thinking of the clapback, or at least the conversion potential. And so far, the fact that they've got 100% of the turtles and they have a 1K gold lead means good things for the Filipino team.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it's main on the run. It is Xiao. I said the love and hate relationship is based on who runs or who engaged first, but it turned out he will get caught off by the rotation from Sanford.
Whoa, that's a lot of resources spent, right, to get the kill on a roamer, who's now 0-2-0. So Min, so far in the show, having a pretty similar start to last game, but Dasky Panda actually getting out. Yaoi looking for that kill. Panda actually helps him out there, gets him out of turret.
You have to consider as well, though, the fact that, yes, they spent all those ults to kill a roamer early on in the game. It's also a way for, at least to make sure that Min doesn't help out Panda. And again, it slows down the snowball potential for this Moscow.
I mean, a lot of times it's really hard for Min to help because he's almost like the most focused person in this match right now. Because the Hilda last game, you see how many people were on him the entire game.
Yep.
This game, his Chao's getting the Hilda treatment, right? Like everybody's focused on him. Even EXP lane find a better rotation to the mid lane.
And not just that, he's also trying to do vision for Team Hawk. And T was about to walk into that bush.
Oh man, Echo just hate Min, right? But Min right now is doing pretty well in towards that bottom side. Gary's gonna be able to try to look for something. That's a flicker. Sanford hitting the wall. Lola jumping with Black Dragon form. Sanji still trying to run away, but Lola's deciding to actually dive in. 1v3! Finds the kill, but it's gonna be traded back. Who is it worth for? We'll see as Team Hawk look for more in the gold lane. Yaoi just takes a chunk of HP. Gary did not get the purple buff. That's him killing it. Easy, who steals it away and finds a kill. It's the Appraiser's Wrath. Man gets a stun. Carl TZ not able to look for more.
And I gotta say, at this point, I want to take a look at items from Team Echo. They probably have a lot of Athena shield just for Eudora to make sure he doesn't do the burst. Because you can see how tanky Fredrin really is on Carl TZ. Eudora ascending a skill 1 is feel like he was healing more HP than being damaged at this point.
Than hitting, right? But look at this item pickup from Sanford. Sea Halberd?
Oh,
he's trying to stop the shenanigans from Lola and maybe even potentially Panda, right? We talked about how that lifesteal into the mid to the late game might make a difference between the Moskov and the carry. I like that Sea Halberd pickup.
Yeah. With the Sea Halberd, you do have, I guess, more utility play around, right?
Yeah.
But right now, it just feels like Team Hawk are putting most of their resources to get the Moskov ahead. Lola up top is going to get ganked constantly. He's still able to play the weak side of the map really well. He's actually going to be able to try to turn it around with a Petrify caught in. Gary finds a kill despite having no purple buff. It's still, right now, Lola and Sanford going at it. But with that sustainable ability, Lola is going to be able to actually get out of that one. First turret for Team Hawk.
you know, I gotta give a credit and also just a little bit thing about what Team Hawk's doing. They're 3v2 trying to push a bottom tier 1 tower, and he's failing every step. Oh, here it comes!
That's the way the Dragon though. That's gonna be stunned as well. Panda's still gonna be able to try to dish out some damage. Caught in one. Yaoi and Panda surviving. Just barely. But Benny now, still with full HP, will mean that they will still have more pressure in the gold lane.
Or was it just me holding my breath? I think that was everybody, right? That's gotta be everybody. Look at the lover boy.
Here we go.
Yeah, we have the Tyrant's Revenge and the Rage. Benny gonna be able to actually dish out some damage, but that's gonna be the stun coming in. Not enough. Gary coming in, looking for the damage.
Benny.
Imagine that. Whoa! A double kill for Benny, but a double kill back for Gary. He gets out with the cables, but Sanford and Sanji are here. The flicker of the wild charge and water to smack him around. That's a shutdown for Echo.
And that's why Grok is so good in the side lane right now. The ultimate wild charge into the flicker. The least expected engage. You don't see it coming like, oh, this is gonna miss. But little did you know, no, you're gonna go back to the black and white screen.
Yep, that was what, a 2 or 3 step process to eventually lead into Echo, getting a 2K lead, right? That was, what, miles away that they planned. We didn't even think about it. We could have sworn that Team Hawk was ahead, but look at the conversion. They pushed down bottom. They're trying to make a way up top. Mid lane, though, standing still. I think this is where the difference has to be made because these mid laners, they've always been rotating the side lanes.
Here we go.
Yaoi and Sanji under the tier 1. Man's gonna be taken down. And just like that, once again, it's Echo who have the man advantage. Lola trying to find just a pick here, but Carl TZ's way too tanky. Gonna be able to sustain back up. Sanji looking for a position to flank. But for Team Hawk, they're just here. It's gonna be Sanji who jumps in. He pops the Petrify a bit too early, and that's gonna be Min running back. That's scary caught. Yaoi the bouncing ball, stopping the dashes. Benny picking up a kill. Min gonna be taken low as Benny free hits once again. Called Easy traded back in. Lola and Panda running for the hills. It's a double kill for Benny. That's the wall to lock Panda down. Benny with a triple. Benny almost to the maniac. Lola jumping out, but it's still again Benny who's looking for it. Yaoi jumps in, takes the kill away, but it's gonna be a maniac for Benny.
It's a wipeout. 5 down, traded for Carl TZ. growing in value. Almost 3K ahead, steals away that purple buff, pushes in mid. Oh, Dave, I gotta ask you, where's Echo going with this?
I mean, a lot of highlights that came into the Benny, but I gotta give credit to Yaoi here. Those engages onto Fanny, onto everyone else, and syncing with Sunji to follow up the one-shot rough wave combo is absolutely insane. You can see Benny has so much room to do free damage that entire team fight. The whole time he was dashing, auto-attacking. He didn't need any peel because everybody else is getting killed by the mid lane, by Sunji and Yaoi combo.
So ban carry?
Maybe.
I mean, that seems to be the logical choice. Let's look at the items. What's going on here? That's Wind of Nature already, so more likely Benny's gonna win duels against a Panda. What's Panda rocking? It is purely damage still, so not much utility on the Moskov yet.
Absolutely, going for straight damage. And see, Moskov doesn't have to go for carry one-on-one. He penetrates, right? It's all about those penetration. He goes through your front line and kills your back line at the same time. But here we go, the lore fight is about to happen.
Lola with Black Dragon form once again, just looking for an opening right now, and that's going to be actually Min jumping in with onto Sanji, who has the damage, who jumps in again. Yaoi going to be able to find the Lord right there with Call TZ, securing it. Mon's going to fall. That's a double kill for Sanford right now. And again, Sanford's going wild. Panda's in a 1v1. He gets the stun down, but he's all alone. It's going to be the chase from Echo. The breath of the ocean finds it. He gets knocked up, and you can say goodbye to Panda. 4-0. Echo with a 5.6k gold lead, now a 6k gold lead. Min's the only one left standing.
Echo just pushed that turret, took that Lord with impunity, and 4 members of Hawk on the way out. Sanford just picked up his Blade of Despair.
I know.
Yikes.
This guy is gonna do damage now. I mean, he has Athena show early game, but now it's all about that one-shot backline, the one-shot Eudora. Let's give that. Here comes the push.
Lola defensively using the
Min.
Fierce Dive. That's Min, melted down. That's Yaoi getting the Tyrant's Rage Flicker. Lola trying to do the best he can. Gary, once again, in desperation goes in, but it's Benny who smacks them, slices them with a triple kill and a wipeout to secure match points.
I can hear all
And there we go. God dang it, Eudora didn't do much. Whew, Benny with carry. What were people saying? Bagyong Benny. He really is. Dang. Will they ban carry next? Will they ban carry now? On the next game, we will see. Because if not, Echo only needs one more win for this to be 0-3. Just like Onyx. Well, let's see if will they learn. The whiplash of Hurricane Benny gives Echo game 2. Whoop. Yeah. Signature pick Eudora. They did that though. It was also the Team Hack who did that before, yeah, right? I've only seen Eudora twice. This is the second time on M4. I think it was also the same team, also Team Hack, that picked Eudora before. It was actually effective on the first time they did it. Not so effective now, though. They want to go to lower bracket. Oh, snap. Yeah, also that one as well. That was a huge counter by Kufra. I mean, 2 guys being countered. There's Chow and Fanny, man. There's just... yeah, the draft pick just went to the Echo. They did better. The Team Hack actually had more chance in the first match, even with Carry already being there. Let's listen to the cast.
Light Chaser skin, the Stellar Brilliant skin, and of course, the M4 exclusive Beatrix figurine. It's all waiting for you in that M4 Battle Pass. Make sure you use the hashtag there to be great if social media. The Battle Night for M4 goes live this January 21st. That's the 21st. Expect loads of events and rewards up for grabs in-game. First off, complete the battle tasks in-game on January 21st to get the skin choice chest. You can choose the skin you like the most from the chest. Aside from that, the battle bonus awaits you on the same day. Play matches and you'll get team star protection for 3 matches, double star raising points, double protection points and double EXP and double VP for 5 matches. We are not stopping there. Free access to all heroes.
Again, they're just talking about skins. What will happen? Maniac pa nga. Insane Benny Cutie. But, just, I think, really bad draft pick for the THQ back there. I mean, they did well in the first match, even with Benny having their carry. Still though, hard counter by Kufra on Chawu and Fanny. I predict Echo ban Fanny. Yes, Chica Babes. No? Sige, lagay mo na dyan. Bye. Yeah, draft pick was horrible, man. Echo Indian Pride. Indian Pride Echo. Benny Indian Pride. Man, everyone's an Indian Pride. THQ should have been carrying. Sogat, thank you for joining, Sogat. Ray. We're 36. Respect ban na talaga. Elgin is Elon Musk. We're 36 years old. TP. Benny Cutie. Uwu. Try speaking Tagalog. Agad dami naming aso dito. Elgin, what emblem is best for Brody? It really depends on your playstyle, on your build on Brody. I'm bad with MM though. The only MM I'm good at is Kimi. We only play MMs when we have to make a video about them. Well, Ayok plays a lot of MMs though. Yeah, too bad ML is banned in India. Because the population in India, man, just think of how many people will be going insane on ML. I think Indian population is almost as big as China. Last time I checked. We shall check again. So it will be nice to have the whole, right? The whole Indian guys also playing with us on ML. It's gonna be one. It's already chaotic, and the game is banned in India, but they still manage to play. What more would happen if the Indian guys are allowed to join the M4? It's not banned, and oh man, LG needs an emote. Hey guys, emote. Kuya Elgin, change name to Elon Musk. If you reach 4M subs. I can't. Elgin is 36. Yeah. Mutal Aldous, thank you for answering that. For real, the show. Like, bro, do you know how to play? Maybe it's all the pressure and just maybe the opponent is just too OP. Or nervousness. A lot of the guys are actually there were instances in M4 wherein there was a misclick on the flicker. I think it was day 2. No, Falcon is still on the lower brackets though. Falcon had been moved to the lower brackets because once you lose on the upper brackets, you're gonna go down to the lower brackets. Now, once you lose on the lower brackets, you're gonna be eliminated. If you're on the lower brackets and you win all of your games, you still have a chance to come back and actually make it a champion. That's why I said it will be nice to see a team from the lower bracket actually being the champion. I mean, the teams that are in the lower brackets right now. So who knows? Maybe the hype of the Valley is true. Maybe because they still have a chance. There's actually still a lot of teams that have... No one has yet been eliminated because this is the upper brackets. So still, everyone still has a chance. Maybe they will get instant power-ups like from anime shows. Right? Maybe the lowest team, which is Mina, has not yet won a single fight. So maybe, who knows, man, anime shows, they instantly get power-ups and beat everyone down. Bug series, probably Bug series, but the problem with the Bug series is sometimes the people abuse them. But yeah, if there's a minor bugs, we will also create those. We still don't have any specific date for the Arlot launch. I hope they make an anime about MLBB. MOBA home is Man, you guys like to talk hard on MOBA Zane. A lot, even on the main official channel. A lot of the guys are talking smack to MOBA Zane. I guess they don't like his energy. Confident energy. What do you think happened to Julian, Elgin? Why? Didn't they made a show? Oh, they have a show about MLBB, but it's not really anime. It's more like a lot of people, not me, were saying that the MLBB show looked like Coco Melon. Not true though. It's also good. It's just that it's not. I think it's it's showed in somewhere. It's not even in YouTube. It actually will be good if they post it on social medias. Right? If they're looking for the ads, if they're looking for the advertisement alone, I think it will be better if they show those shows even on YouTube. Because I think that MLBB 3D show was only being shown on certain platforms. MLBB Anime, H Anime. Oh, you mean on the buff on the? Oh, is the Super Bowl? Did the video came out already? Elgin ML official channel? Oh, not yet. So we're gonna talk about the next video we're gonna publish since there's only few guys out here. Suppression skills. Fanny will now cry. Suppression skills has been buffed. Update on suppression and airborne CC effect. It can now stop fast movement skills. Like, actually, let me read it for you guys. Just a bit of sneak peek. First on our list is the update on suppress and airborne CC effect. It can now stop fast movement skills like Fanny's cable. On official server, Fanny will reach her cable destination even if she is suppressed. On advanced server, she will be stopped mid-air. So I guess this is a big nerf for Fanny. Also buff on Layla, they increase her base movement speed. Lapu Lapu, nerf. Julian, buff. But watch our video, because you might not watch our video. And huge buff to Mean Sitar as well. By the way, for those of you guys who still does not know, Mean Sitar is looking good. Mean Sitar is looking good right now. The DHS effect, those item effects, is also now applied on his ultimate. So Demon Hunter Sword effects and other item effects applying on his ultimate. That's insane. Also Royal Guards. Yeah, buff Ardot buff. So that's gonna be our next video, which I think I told most of it. Oh, let's listen. What's this? Interview. Let's listen to the interview.
Ask him to become a very good shoutcaster. Boleh. Sebenarnya aku cakap English.
And you know, Team Hawk right now needs some encouragement. encouragement. What do you think they need to do to be able to make a comeback in this match?
Okay.
Macam mana Team Hak nak comeback?
Okay, untuk Team Hak, saya rasa diorang perlu banyak tengok stream saya sebelum bermain ataupun sebelum start the game. Tapi saya percaya game ketiga ni mereka akan buat comeback, ketiga, keempat and menang game kelima.
Oh,
Mantap di.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Mara, believe me when I say, usually I joke around about this, but this is exactly what he said. He feels Team Hot should look back in his stream, see how he plays, so they know exactly what to do in game number 3, number 4, and number 5. Because Daddy Hood, 100% win rate, especially when using Hayabusa. Betul kan di?
Betul.
And Cho.
They should use
Cho clap.
So they should take the Cho
Yeah.
Take
and
the
use
Cho.
Hayabusa.
Yes.
Now, what do you want to say to all the Malaysian fans? Because I know that the players get their energy from the fans supporting them also. So the whole world is watching. A lot of Malaysians are watching. What do you want to say to them?
Okay, untuk rakyat Malaysia.
Oh snap, is Mara a mom? Hot mom? Why did you join the pro scenes? To see Maya. I mean, Mara. Clara. Who?
All right. Now the crowd is going wild. Let's bump up the crowd.
Malaysia!
You're in charge.
Malaysia!
Go ahead.
Feel the magic, Malaysia!
Shout out to the crowd.
All right.
And you know, it's really a tough match happening right.
I mean, if Mara tells you to shout something, man, you will shout. I will shout whatever you want, Mara.
Prevent things from going downhill. Who do you think is the most difficult opponent right now? What do they have to watch out for?
Destroy Ben QT.
Benny Cutie.
Yeah.
Why is it Benny Cutie?
Because he needs
Because
to
he's
destroy.
really strong.
Yeah.
Because he's
That means to
just
be-
like a typhoon.
Yeah.
That'll be going to you like a tornado also. Okay. Benny Cutie, who else?
Sanford, yeah.
Sanford,
Okay.
yeah, the XP.
Now there's a coach right here. Now, are you close with any of the players from Team Hawk? I see close to any of the players.
Rapat tak dengan mana player?
Yeah, Man and Min is my previous anak buah.
Oh, Man and Min
Yeah.
used to be under Daddyhood. Not
Man
like
and Min
that.
can
but
hear
you
you
know.
right now.
Yeah,
What do
Man
you want to
and
say
Min,
to them?
Untuk Man dan juga Min, all the best. Untuk Panda, Gary dan juga Lola buat yang terbaik.
Okay, anyways, there we go. We're done. We're done simping. So, whew. Cameraman have one job. I should start doing live videos. What does he mean? Anak buah. Anak buah? For the Malaysian guys out there that we have. Another fight, come on. Hopefully this time THQ wins this. Mutal cute. Match 3 na. Yeah, match 3. Go THQ. Show us another good, great fight. Anak ko dati, daddy ko. What? Anak ko dati, daddy ko na ngayon. What? That's messed up, bro. Elgin, do you know who is Mia Khalifa? Mia Khalifa? Sounds familiar. I'm not too sure though. I'm not familiar with the name, but it does sound familiar. Not so much. What the heck's that? Carry on for skin. The only way for the only way for what? The only way for THQ is to not ban Carry, really? The only way for THQ to win is to not ban Carry? Happy birthday, Farhan Zamri again. Happy birthday. Mia Rafaela. Hey guys, what's up? Reeve Justin, what's up, Reeve Justin? Yeah, we're just waiting for the third game. Why is my face here? Let's go down. Which volume? My mic volume or the caster's volume? Which volume is low? My mic or the caster? Dave Bang, what's up? Mia Khalid. Oh, Mia Khalid. Mia Khalid. Smash or pass? What's up, Rexis Valentine? You are sending mixed signals, man. Tomorrow match. Okay, here we go. Let's go listen to the casters.
Comeback, and here we go. Last game, I think the biggest problem is because Meme was overloaded, right? The previous match, he only had one job, which is find an enemy jungler, and then always identify exactly where he's going and tell that to the team. But the game 2, he was in mid lane, top lane, bottom lane. He was roaming everywhere instead of just helping Eudora clear the wave and maybe do the same thing as how he does Hilda, which is finding the enemy jungler and maybe retreat. So because that overload, the entire team was kind of feel a little bit disoriented, confused, and I think that's the reason why they lost that game. If they can come back to their playstyle in this game and really surprise Echo one more time, this might be an interesting series.
So, I think I'll have to agree with you because in the draft alone, it felt like, yes, there were ways for them to snowball.
Yeah.
And again, we got to appreciate a deep cut when it presents itself, right? Balance, now they're analysts. Let Panda play the Moskov. There was some snowball potential. It just did not come to fruition. So maybe rework that, recalibrate it, and again, try to go for a full reset. I think these are just our personal opinions on how Team Hawk can come back.
I agree, right? There are a lot of things that Team Hawk can do right now to actually improve and to adapt. There's a possibility of that happening. Obviously, the reverse sweep can definitely happen. Daddy Hood said it best. If they watch his stream, I guess they can do the reverse sweep, pull it off here. But looking at it now, we have to look at it realistically, right? After losing 2-0, and especially after bringing out your pocket strats like the Moskov.
Benny Kumar, also Indian pride.
Right now, and I don't think Team Hawk is at the proper mental state to handle this aggressive Echo team that just keeps going, keeps annihilating you.
But you see, reverse psychology one more time. Sometimes it's at those moments when okay, it's do or die, is when you really, okay, we gotta do this now, Last game, to be honest, Chow was able to help you. We're talking about a snowball. If Chow was able to help
Come on, we're waiting for the draft pick now. Once the draft pick starts, we're gonna shut up. Yep. Echo is actually 2 wins, 0 losses. So let's go. Draft pick. Let's see who will they ban. Here we go. Elgin Indian Pride. Elgin Singh.
Consider. And now, here's a big change-up. This could be the road to recovery because it's now Team Hawk on the play. Echo answering back. There goes the Eve, the Kaja, and the Cho out of the game, as well the 1-1, the Glue, and the Kaja.
I like it. I really like the approach that Team Hawk are going for now. After losing 2 games in a row on the red side, second pick, you need to make a change, and they did. Now, picking up the joy for themselves, you can actually see that Echo are the ones who respected the carry by banning it out, noticing and just knowing how much of a threat that pick is.
There are 2 marksmen that counter Joy the most, Carry and 1-1. With those taken out, you have Panda taking out this Joy, it's not destroy the entire backline. So for Team Echo, they really have to decide what they're gonna go with. Glue is still available. I was gonna pick that out and really be a monster. Valentina being that character, but if you pick so early, sometimes it might not be the best ultimate for you to copy.
Yeah, I mean, right now on board, they only really have that rhythm beat on Joy. The steal, not something you want to get, but I guess for, benefit of the doubt for Echo, what they can do is try to corral the choices that Team Hawk can make.
Interestingly, talking about ultimate that you can carry, you can actually copy Joy's ultimate, and somehow it automatically unlocks it for you.
You just click it.
You just click it,
Start
and
dancing.
it activates, and you start dancing, you start doing damage. It's quite insane.
But it doesn't do the fully stacked damage,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's not like when you have a 4-5 beat on point, and then you go to your ultimate, right? This is very different. It does unlock your ultimate, though.
Well, how about a Bravest Fighter?
There you go, right? Another big ultimate that technically he can steal, and right now...
It's actually Team Echo that banned Carry. I just noticed that. They're banning Carry for Benny.
I need to talk a little bit about why teams are still opting to go for this despite having the nerfs onto her in terms of the damage done. It's just how you are able to dictate the draft, right? When you pick Valentina up, the enemy team is then forced to just go for or try to avoid big ultimates. You, on the other hand, can have all the flexibility in the world to go for these crazy ultimates that can really just stomp on the enemy team.
Where is the Grok pick right now? You know, we're seeing this, how much influence we had with Grok first 2 games. Is this going to be a Grok pick? I'm putting my eyes on the pick. Come, we have 2 more seconds. Oh, it's an Akai!
Wow.
That's a jungle Akai if I've ever seen one.
You know, Akai can actually flex to be a support as well.
I agree.
The meta is all about flex picks, right? What's available. Even Valentina can jungle and Akai can support. So there are so many different options you can play this game now. That's why the coaching system is so important in the meta.
You're right. Game 1, Carl TZ brought out the jungle Grok, and who's to say that he hasn't picked up a page out of his grand finals rival Wise, you know? Maybe he will start rocking the jungle Valentina, but going into the second phase, there goes Echo taking away the potential for Panda to play the Harith. What's Hawk trying to lock out? It's so hard to read what Hawk might ban out because, again, Echo, they're flexing.
They are. They are absolutely flexing right now. They haven't picked up a gold laner, yet they're going for the gold lane bans. They are really nailing it down now. 1-1, carry, Clint. I mean, wait, no. That's a Harith and then the Link, right? I thought it was going to be Clint. The Clint ban coming in for Echo, but they need to leave a few heroes open for themselves too, right? And I guess that's what they're doing. They have the first pick in the second phase. By banning out the Harith, the carry, and the 1-1, it does give them another opportunity to really lock Panda down in the draft, force him maybe to play another Moskov.
Yeah, they could have. I mean, now if you look at the entire comp for Team Echo here, they're diving Moscow is going to be okay, but at the same time, it's a similar story to a carry, right? If you fail the first dive, Moscow can easily push your way, dash to a safer position, and just go to town with Inspire. So, I mean, this is definitely viable, but at the same time, there are also options that's available, kind of like, you know, you might run Kadita support and play Faramis in the mid lane for the entire side of Hack.
That is a hero that is oddly absent, at least for today's matchups, right? Faramis, very mum. Echo on the swing back picks up all reliable despite having.
Ooh, Beatrix. Yeah, but on the last time though, the Echo also didn't have the first pick.
And the Claude too.
On the very first game.
And Beatrix. Looking at the composition that Team Hawk have drafted for themselves, the Claude can't work. It has a lot of synergy just diving in together. But then you need to think about also, what are they going to go for the mid lane, right? Have we already seen the mid lane? Is it the Kadita or is it perhaps the Joy? Or is it the jungle pick? Now it comes down to just that, how Team Hawk are going to use these flexible picks in the Kadita and the Joy.
Are they going to pick up an Atlas? Because they need an engage right here, right?
I think Brody.
Yeah, or yes, you know, another marksman like Brody would be really good because strong early game to really take away a lot of Bendy's early game power. And now here we go, the last 2 picks.
They go for Claude.
And Hilda.
Looking at this lineup, you can see that it's in their essence that they're trying to stop the whole Valentina dynamic, right? Like Blazing Duet, nah. Power of Wildness, nah, right? Bravest Fighter, Rhythm Beat, you feel bad if you stole those as a Valentina, but now in execution, will it be the same way? In practice, can they make the most of that? Echo has one more pick to go with. What else is missing? Because again, the whole flex thing, it's even getting me confused.
At this point, just put the Akai in the jungle, right? Just pick up a solid roamer for yourself right now. No Grok, no Kufra, no Cho. There's a lot of crazy bans here already. Hey, Natalia's up for grabs and Yaoi wants to play it. And also, fun fact, Beatrix's total assists in career has reached 5,800.
As a hero.
As a hero.
In pro play.
Wow.
5,800. Is that the right number, 5,800?
Yeah.
All right, that's a lot of Beatrix games.
That is a lot of Patriots games. But Natalia as a pick definitely was not something that I expected coming out today from Team Echo. But it makes a lot of sense, right? Because, okay, if your healer is going to give our jungler a hard time, why don't I do the exact same? You know, by picking on Natalia and getting vision and just completely mess around in your jungle.
Yeah, the only real nombo I'm seeing from Echo is they picked the Natalia into the Hilda, who can play, in this case, woman-to-woman defense. Right?
The power of wildness, right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
You just check in where Yaoi could be. So it's now, again, reverse psychology. I know where you are. Are you going to do what I expect you to do? Because if not, then that's a huge cross-map game of tag.
Well, let's see the execution of both of these drafts. Once again, match point for Echo. Team Hawk, they need to pull out all the cards they have. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 3 of this best of 5.
Wait, this is a lane swap? This is a lane swap. I see Claude on the top lane. And meanwhile, their EXP lane now is going to the goal lane for Team Hawk. This is the Malaysian swap we're talking about.
TM! The Malaysia swap TM! And of course, not to say where Yaoi is, but look, he's looking for an early catch, and Min is doing just Min things. Back to regular programming.
It's also Valentina in the jungle, not the Akai Sakai mid. We saw this
Like
I think,
Drian.
like Drian on esports. They played this before. Akai mid, Valentina jungle. All right, why? Dave.
I mean, right now it's all about getting level 4, right? Who gets to level 4 before the first hurdle is going to have the upper hand. And sometimes you can see a Chao-Selena combo, just make sure more people get level 4 at the first hurdle. Akai mid can do the exact same because you can push an enemy jungler away and give your team the upper hand on getting the first hurdle.
Min may have walked into an alley he cannot get out of, or can he? Oh, of course he can.
Of course he can, man.
He did this in the group stage.
It's the Malaysian Hilda, right? They get out of any situation. Not in game 1 though, right? Again though, if you look at it, Team Hawk, Echo, this composition, Man's gonna have a lot more of a good time here in the mid lane, just clearing out waves. And Man's gonna actually get that level 4 a bit faster. Meanwhile, Lola gonna be ganked by Benny and Yaoi. I personally don't like the lane swap here.
It's not as effective as the previous lane swaps, specifically the ones we saw in the group stage, but more on that mid Akai. I like how this was both a... Oh, watch out. Oh, Lola's fine. It was more of a reparative move, if I'd say, a calibration, because look, there's not many ults that the Valentina can steal, right? So what you do with that heavy spin is you help confirm objectives. And look how deep Gary is. Oh, Sanford.
Gary needs to be very, very careful. The Petrify finds him, but Gary is going to be able to actually sidestep out of that one. Once again, jumping out. Heavy spin popped in. 2 ultimates, 3. Count call TZ. And now, it's time for Team Hawk to use this resource advantage, but Yaoi's dealing so much damage onto Gary right now. Panda picks up the gold buff. Yaoi is going to be caught. Panda dealing out just a bit of damage, revealing them with a battle mirror image, and Echo are forced to back away. Panda still just trying to clear the wave.
I mean, this is the even trade on skills, but look at Team Hawk pressuring Panda's lane, making sure he gets so much farming. Here comes the dive.
They're going onto Yaoi, and it's a good targeting move by Team Hawk. First blood over to Team Hawk as Min is going to be targeted by Sanji, who rotates in, but he doesn't have the heavy spin to really punish the other members of Team Hawk.
I just gotta say this early on, right? 3 minutes in, the absence of Benny Cutie and of course Carl TZ calling the shot. Well, maybe because we also haven't seen the full potential of Yaoi. Is Echo lacking damage here?
I mean, it seems like it on the other side because Joy, really hard to kill. Kadira, really hard to catch. Hilda, how do you kill Hilda? Played by mid. It's impossible, right? I mean, yes, you're lacking damage. It's not really you're lacking damage. It's the other side are just way too tanky for you to do anything about that. Here we go.
4-man gank, 3 ultimates! Holy moly!
It's a 4-min gank.
Yeah, it's a 4-min gank. Okay, I see what you did there, and I also see what Sanford's trying to do here with the Black Dragon form. He gets the Petrify down, man. He's going to be able to pop that rough waves, gets all the HP back as Scary jumps back and forth. Looking for the Retribution as Sanford joins in with a Furious Dive. Lola going to be able to find a kill onto Carl TZ. Sanford falling 2. Team Hawk finds 2 on the board with the turtle as well. Lola flickering out. Yaoi baited in. Gary looking for the kill. Yaoi going to be taken down. Double kill for the man, Gary.
That's a non-starter. Echo walked into a fight that they could have sworn they could win, but THQ said, D-Mox says, no, we'll take your lunch money and we'll ask for it again tomorrow. They want so much on the map and they're not done.
They're not. This is a Malaysian style at a full display right here. Hilda trading 4 ultimates on the blue side jungle of Echo. At the same time, entire Hawk just started the turtle on command. You know, they know you don't have the ultimate, you don't have the skill necessary to contest this objective. They started it, and Echo, when they showed up, Team Hawk punished him and punished him properly. Here we go again.
Oh my god, 2 times now. There's so many ults used just to get him out of the way. He's such a nuisance in this game. And right now, I do feel like he's a bit more just reliable in this game compared to game 1, even though Echo have drafted themselves a better early game comp.
Yeah, Echo's really trying, and again, despite this Natalia not dealing too much damage, Yaoi has hit a career milestone. The Loverboy has dealt millions now in damage, but wait, even Panda, they're struggling to kill even just Panda.
All right, now I like it, right? At first, I was a bit, you know, I was doubting the lane swap because, again, Benny's going to be able to find a lot of gold early on to scale onto those item power spikes. Thing is, it's not a full lane swap that they usually do. It's just to get Panda that level advantage to then come down towards the gold lane to win out in the lane and to actually bully the Beatrix. So it's an adaptive lane swap that's really good for Team Hawk.
And also, Team Hawk's taking very, very smart and slow, right? They were on the bottom side farming the wave. He expected somebody to show up, right? Just use the Blazing Duet to get the wave, get the farm, and then dip, right? Get out of there. Here we go. The next turtle contest is live.
Sanji trying to create an opening for his team as Lola does the same, zoning Sanji away. Gary is doing a lot right now, jumps in. That's going to be Sanford with the Black Dragon form. Carl Teasy with the Bravest Spider, and that's Carl Teasy winning on the Red Tree battle with the Petrify. Finds 2 members. Lola gets the stun, man gets the rough waves down. Fans looking for more. Sanford's going to be stunned up as Yaoi jumps in onto the mid lane. Sanji flickering out, hits the wall. Gary looking for it. Finds the killing spree, and the mid lane turret falls. It's a trade, but Lola in that gold lane now is still going to be able to survive. Meanwhile, Min chasing Yaoi down will mean that Team Hawk will have all they can say on the mid lane tier 1.
That's a turtle for Echo, but they suffered so many losses. I can tell that Benny Cutie also had some hard decisions to make, and it ended up not killing or not dealing damage to anybody.
Yeah, and now look at Yaoi getting vision. It's more of a mental game right now on both sides, right? Who's going to outsmart each other? Because both sides, like, they don't have a set strategy, full-on engage. It's like one at a time. You really have to play careful. Look, Panda shoved the lane and dip, but Yaoi's on the chase.
Oh, and he finds the kill. Min tried his best to just give him vision there, but unfortunately, Echo, with that positioning, onto the flanks. They were able to catch Panda off guard.
All right, this could be, you know, 1,000 times worse for Echo, given that this is a 2K lead for Hawk, and Echo slowly putting some damage on the board, but I don't think it's enough.
Min?
Sanji.
Oh, no wall to pin Min down there.
Nope.
Yeah,
Not a starter, still.
Oh, here we go though. The damage.
They've all used it onto Min. Yaoi's chasing him down as Sanji is going to be able to actually disengage. Yaoi finds the assassination, but that's going to be Man finding the Petrify. Carl Teasy taken low. Lola jumping with the Bravest Spider, and that's going to be Man actually baited in. Benny finds the kill with the Wesker, a weapon we haven't seen in a long time. Lola getting knocked up. That's the damage coming through. Benny with the Renner is absolutely massive as that's going to be Panda terrified. Gary jumping into the back line right now. He's almost finding the kill. Benny swaps back into Wesker. Yaoi jumping with the silence on that Natalia. Not dealing enough damage to take Panda down.
Team Hawk, last game, they were rushing it a little bit, and this game, they're doing the exact same thing. They were finding the dive they should not have, and you can see Yaoi is playing the smart game, the brain game, right? She's getting the vision on the blue side jungle of Team Hawk, and once he realized where Panda was, he found a kill onto Panda, and then he flanked, found a kill onto Min. It is one at a time, very strategic move coming out from Yaoi.
I mean, say what you will about the whole roamer getting all the kills situation, but you gotta do what you gotta do to help Echo bounce back, right? And shut down who you need to shut down for Team Hawk. And they're making pushes, and look, here's a heavy spin out. Yo, Echo knows that they're still out of their breath. Hawk is gonna get this clean.
It's a good execution here in terms of how to control the neutral objective by Team Hawk, but it's also a very good response by Echo. They, like you said, they know that they cannot take this fight. They will lose straight out in the 5v5. So they instead rotate Yaoi over to pick up a trade. It's not a worth the trade, but that's what they can get right now.
But look at Benny's farm though. He's getting there, right? He's about to build a Karuna size into the Golden Staff. Once he gets those items, Hilda's not going to survive very quickly. He already finished the core damage items, make sure all the skill is going to do damage no matter who it comes. And now it's about shredding the tanks. But here comes the defense. I mean, this Benny, can he hold the Lord? I think it's going to be pretty easy with the SMG.
We'll see, right? With the Bennett, it's even faster. So he uses the ultimate, but Team Hawk are still going to be able to use a second wave and even just the cannon wave from the previous minion. Tier 2, number 1 taken down in the top side. Mid lane gonna be taken down too, as the bottom lane too. This is just very good micro from
Yowie.
Team Hot to control this side as man jumps in, finds the pick on the Sanford. Panda with BMI, Gary to be pinned down, as that's gonna be Sanji just wreaking havoc, but Gary does the same thing, dodging away from the CC, dealing damage while he's at it. A 1-for-1 as Sanford and Man get taken out, but it's still Team Hawk who find the base turret and find the better value.
I mean, this is very, very exciting what Team Hawk does. They know Yaoi's looking for the flank, the back line. So what did it do? The ultimate bonding experience, right? The group does make sure you can't do anything at all. At the same time, Panda's a little bit tanky, was mentioned earlier. He built a little bit of defense item to make sure it doesn't get one-shotted. As long as this guy stays alive for actual 1 second, that will help. And here comes the damage!
Whoa! What a combination! With the Redder shot and the assassination, now it's gonna be Lola who's gonna be caught. Yowie jumps in again, and Sanford is the one who picks up the kill. On top of nothing, Echo were able to find a pick.
There's still some punishment from Echo because Team Hawk stayed a little longer than they should have. Should have been happy with that mid lane inhibitor push, with that Lord. 1 try, 1 go, success. But they stayed, and I think the vision that the lover boy, Yowie, provided was super instrumental to get this done. Now, talking about the Echo situation, heavy spin away, I gotta say, they can't win on conventional terms. They always have to win team fights, because their lineup almost has 0 wave management. Like, they have to win fights.
Oh, here, oh, man!
Oh,
I thought Beatrix's Renner was nerfed. Look at the damage he did to Man. What?
it's an 11-minute, almost 3-core item Beatrix.
True.
That's what it does.
Oh my god, that's a lot of damage, right? It just feels like the old Beatrix there with the Renner shot.
Yeah, it had what now? A Roar and Blade of Despair, right?
Yes.
Almost everything you need.
The Malefic Roar plus Blade of Despair, that's gonna be a lot of damage. Plus, Man is going full damage, right? Like this guy, the good thing about it, even though he took a lot of damage, he can recover with the passive really quickly. You know, so he's back to full HP again, and this time, Hack, I think if they want to win this game, they have to just play careful. Every time they play sloppy, they get punished really heavily. And here we go, they're going for the Lord. The very, very steady gameplay coming out from Team Hack. This might just be what they needed to win the game.
Red Tree comes in, Lola jumps in with the Bravest Fighter now. Again, zoning Echo away, and Echo just did not have anything to respond to that Lord play. It's another Lord, but unfortunately for Team Hawk, it's not the enhanced Lord just yet.
Yep, they killed the Lord a little too quick. But then again, a free objective, we'll take it. Enhance their minions, force a push. And again, I think the reasons why they did that is because Echo, as mentioned earlier, has really bad wave clear. So force the issue. Keep going.
Look at Yowie, just on the side. He's trying to camp, but again, the UV is too strong, right? I mean, like the ultimate bonding experience on the top side now, they're gonna get a free tower. At this point, the Lord wave is more valuable than the Lord itself. You know, they're pushing the tower for free.
More than just for free, they pick up a kill as well, and it's Sanji who falls on the Akai pick in the mid lane. Now let's talk a little bit about that, right? It was a risky move by Echo to go for the Akai in mid and instead flex the Valentina over in the jungle. What do you think they have to do now with this composition?
I mean, at this point, it's really have to capitalize on more misplay or the sloppiness from Hawk. Because this is a Hawk's game to lose at this point. Thinking about 3,000 go to head. Here it comes!
Sanford getting the petrify down onto Man. Now still getting back to HP. Yowie absolutely assassinates the mid laner, but Panda shuts him down. That's some more gold onto Panda that you do not want on him for Echo. Right now, with the loss of your roamer that can flank and give you vision, Team Hawk will be able to actually siege that base turret down. Panda jumps back to his BMI, and Team Hawk are just playing it disciplinedly.
From worst to bad to not so bad to just no base turrets left, the situation for Echo has to have some rubber band, and I just can't put my finger on it. You were asking about if the mid Akai was a little too risky. If I remember correctly, that MPLI mid Akai on Drian was a snowball lineup. I don't see any snowball from Echo right here, right now, 14 minutes in.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a reverse snowball, actually. You know, with all the vision coming out from Hilda. Natala, even though he's trying to do the best he can from Yaoi's perspective. But the team is just not able to follow up with damage. Because you have Hilda on their entire team's face. Absolutely unkillable. So it's, again, at this point, you can see the Team Hawk is being very disciplined, sinking the wave, actually not pushing the wave at all, just slowly but surely making sure the wave is pushed down to their side so Echo doesn't find any farm, maintain their goal lead, and wait for the next Lord. But here comes the punishment from Yowie.
That's a lot of damage, my dude. And Yawi just deleted, man. No one's gonna be able to find him too right now. Wow.
That's the lover boy for you.
That's the lover boy.
And it's going to hit critical mass, exactly what this Natalia can do at this point in the game, approaching 15 minutes.
Absolutely. It's at this point, Echo's win condition is either Hop's mistake or Yaoi finding the flank. And speaking of flank, here it comes again.
Uh-oh, man. Popping a sprint. Gonna be actually pinned down, but the damage isn't enough just yet.
Go ahead.
Gary leaving to collapse. Benny flickering forward,
Whoa!
finding the kill, but using his resource. Now, it's an all-out fight from everywhere. Benny still in the bush, dealing a lot of damage. Gary gonna be melted down, but in the back line, look at Carl Teasy, who's gonna be taken down. Panda with the mid nature, and the blazing duet outplays Sanford. Picking up a nice kill for Gary. Yowie gets the minion, the creep, and that is a mistake you do not want to see because Team Hawk run wild on Echo. Sanji losing immortality. Lola and Gary dealing damage enough to pick up the unstoppable. The minion waves are still coming down. Can Team Hawk end?
It's just Benny. It's just Benny. It's about 10, 12 seconds before anyone else from Echo comes back. Could this be the beginning of a reverse sweep?
Benny once again trying to stun, but it is going to be Mon who deletes him off. Team Hawk, they were pushed to the edge, but they have come back. It's 2-1. Team Hawk have done it.
Yeah, Bombay. Team Hawk back on the board. 2-1. It's not over yet.
It's not over yet. One crucial.
Man, great job by THQ. A bit weird on the last clash though. Beatrix was way down. Or Beatrix probably just didn't want to go there. Natalia did that. That mistake from Yawi. Beatrix way too far. What the aim, man. Yeah. Could have been a good chance. Also, if Beatrix was a bit nearer. Well. Congratulations to Malaysia, though. On their first win. Ooh, Yawi's face. Who knows, though? It's just one loss. Is this going to be the reversal? Is it time for THQ to get that momentum in? Hopefully they ban carry again. Who? What did they say? No carry, no what? What did they say on that one? No carry, no one can carry Echo in game 3. Oh, snap. No carry, no carry. There were instances where Akai was pretty good. But it's not from Team Echo though. Play Sun? Do you agree that the future momentum will make players swap heroes who are in game too? Swap their heroes in game? Nah, I don't think so. That's the first ever, and out of all the MOBA. John Ephraim, what's up? I don't think they will do that. Ryan. Echo trolling? Dominic Vistation, what's up, guys? But even if not for Yawi's mistake, the advantage definitely was on Team THQ side. They were just doing good. Oh, is my mic too low? There. Is it better? Even without Yawi's mistake, I think. But still, a mistake's a mistake, right? Well, di nag-lock. I know that siya. I think more than the item change what made carry upstairs. Yeah, man, carry was just popping off. The point that it's true damage as well. Tank killer. Yeah, definitely. Joy is also one of the heroes that's usually. Joy is one of the heroes that usually gets banned. First bans, actually. Yeah, they usually always ban Joy. That's why I was kind of surprised that Echo actually banned Kerry, even though they were not the first pick. Because in the first game, they were actually the first. They were also not the first pick. Even let's listen to the casters. But like I said, even if the Team Echo was not the first pick, it was still a bit off that they banned Kerry.
That came out of both Lapu Lapu as well as the Claude. That is Nola and Panda. What I'm mostly surprised about is that there was only one time where Echo was able to find Panda utilizing this Natalia. And honestly, that's a big factor already for Team Hack. Knowing that you don't die as much to Yaoi means that Yaoi will not be able to hit the critical.
Yo, Chochon Longdim. Chochon Lungdim. Thank you for the 100 bucks, bro. Thank you for the donation, Chochon Lungdim. Chochon, what's up? How are you doing, Chochon? I knew that your channel's name was ML Guide previously from a channel named ML Guide currently. Really? Our old channel's name was ML Guide 5 years ago. That was 5 years ago, so. And then we changed it. I knew that your channel was ML Guide previously. From a channel named ML Guide currently? Was his channel's name already ML Guide 5 years ago? Because when we first created our channel, it was ML Guide. Then we changed it 5 years ago. So it's been Elgin now. Ever since. When's the next match? A few more minutes. We're gonna have our fourth match. It's two wins on Echo. Gary MVP. And 1 win for Team Hack. So who will come out on top? Is Elgin a guy or a team? Well, we first started out when I created the YouTube, it was just me. And then when it started growing bigger, my brother joined me, and we also got the editors and the animators. So at first it was just me. Me and my brother, actually, because when I was working on our YouTube, my brother was the one who's covering for me on our business. Ooh, highlights. Let's go. We're 36. Yo, from Manipur, India. Chochon Lungdim, thank you, man. Good. Thank you for joining us on our live stream. Make more meme review videos. Yeah, we will. We're actually probably after the January 15 because we still have the M4 Restream event. We're finishing that before we can work on our meme review videos. What's your real name, Elgin? My real name is Elgin. What's your real name, Elgin? My real name is Elgin. Do analysis, Elgin. ML cosplay video. The ML cosplay video. Yeah, we should. Yep, we're Filipino. Dirot new skin is actually very good, right? Yo, John Ray Cortesano, thank you for the 125 pesos. How's it going? Oh, a new member. What's up? Our new member, John Ray Cortesano. Am I right? That's the... Yo, John Ray. My name is actually Elgin Ray, but R-A-Y though. Elgin space R-A-Y. Ray. Elg out is Elgin's last name. So... We have yet to test that out, boy Bulaga. Because that update just came out and we basically just told the news that the suppression skill does this now. So after that, we're probably gonna make a video testing the suppression skills on those, fast movement skills. So there's so much stuff to test. Probably tomorrow though. Clark Justin Lorenzo, what's up? Elgin, do you think Echo had a bit of a troll draft for Game 3? I'm not sure. I don't think these guys have the room to troll. Even what the Blacklist coach said, that the thing that the Blacklist coach said, that they intentionally lost to the Falcon. I don't think, and also people trolling, I don't think that's true, because you can see the pressure on these guys. You can see how much pressure they're having on each matches. So I don't think they have the room to troll their draft pick and whatnot. I mean, if you win this, not only do you win the cash prize, but if you actually win this stuff, these events, there are a lot of stuff that's gonna open up for the champions. Sponsorships, deals, new contracts. So there's so much stuff that I don't think these people has the time to intentionally lose or troll in draft pick. Yo, Chochon again. Chochon Lungdim again. Thank you for the $20. Because if you win this stuff, even if you make it to the finals, there's so much things that can happen. Like I said, sponsorship, contracts, the more cash, basically, not just the game cash. You'll have more visibility, social visibility. It's easier for these pro guys to create their own YouTube channels, and people will just instantly follow them because they've proven themselves on the highest stage in ML. Elgin is a Roro, but this. So I don't think they don't have the. I think it's a lie on people, on teams trying intentionally losing, trolling and stuff. Yeah, not just, to be honest, the game price is probably not even half to the stuff that you're gonna be able to get. Just think of Blacklist and Venus. Those guys have their contracts now. You can see them on a lot of ads. They have Moonton gets them a lot. May member? Oo nga, si Chochon. Chochon Lungdim, saka John Ray. John Ray member, no? Hindi ba? Parang kakaiba. Oh, they even trolled yesterday? Really? Man, if they are trolling, well, who knows, man. But personally, I think there's so much at stake. Because, to be honest, these teams, ML teams, is make it or break it. Especially the owner of these teams. Because to be the owner of these teams, for you to develop a team for the ML, you have to put in a lot of cash for the bootcamp, for the players cash, the salary you pay your players. Franchise na? Oh, snap. You can actually franchise teams now. You can buy a slot. No, not that kind of slot. SLOT, slot. You can buy team slots to franchise. See, that's a lot of cash for the investors, for the sponsors and whatnot. So you can actually buy those now. I actually had a few people approach me asking me stuff about creating bootcamps and stuff. And I was like, I don't know, man. I only edit and stuff. Daniel, welcome to the Peanut Butter. Ganyan pala yung member. So that's what it looks like if you become a member. Daniel, welcome to the Peanut Butter Club. hopefully you enjoy your stay. Peanut butter, whoop. Yeah, not that kind of. Just imagine paying for a team that you have to develop for months, and then they lose. Oh snap! Draft pick. Here we go. Carry band. Carry band by THQ. I'm gonna shut up for now, guys. Let's go.
And the Grok, what's a solid swing back? 2 picks to fight that Eve.
I mean, right now, Joy is being banned away, Glue is being banned away, Carry 1-1, all these characters are banned away. I mean, are they considering... I was about to say Grok, and Grok is banned away too, you know, just when I look at this entire draft. So, are they considering Fanny or something like Valentina to copy Eve's ultimate? Because yeah, you have Eve zoning with the real world manipulation, but if you have Valentina, you can copy that. You can also take all the Claude for the counter and a Chow to pick for ban.
2 dive heroes, right? The Cho and the Claude. You mentioned the Valentina, but I personally am thinking more about the Farsa. Remember game 1, how was Echo able to beat the Eve from the side of Team Hawk? It was by picking up a Farsa, but now Echo has 2 members that can also dive, provide that backline threat that they need, and maybe just counter the Farsa before it's even picked up.
The Farsa is still available though.
True.
But also, this is an early Harith.
I think the earliest Harith we've ever seen
in M4.
At M4.
Oh, this might be one of those very hyper carry Granger jump.
Oh wow, someone just said 20 M per slot as per Doggy. So 20 M per slot, that's just the slot. No, SLOT again, that's just for the slot. So just imagine how much money is going on these matches.
Capitalize on that. One more pick for Team Hawk before we go into the banning phase.
Yeah, because Team Hack's signature playstyle is the dive, and it pick a lot of dive characters. Here we go, the Valentina. They copy Jungwoo, copy Eve, all right. A lot of different situations that you can go with here. It's really, really good pick. Now, why I talk about a Granger? Because I mean, you think about picking Harris. Harris is also a flex, right? You can go to the side lane, and sometimes might go to the jungle. We haven't seen much of it. Most of it in the scrims, we've seen Harris go to the side lane and giving a lot of farm, a lot of lane pressure, so the jungle Granger can actually thrive.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this before, right? I believe Falcon was the one who actually used the Harith and the Granger combination, but that time it was actually the Lunox and the Granger. Lunox in the gold lane. With this combination, yes, there's a lot of lane prio just based on how fast you clear the waves. Mid lane by the Eve and the gold lane on the Harith. With this composition too, you still need that physical damage, and hey, Granger works, right? So I'm looking at it too. I'm thinking about the Granger, but the Martis is to be banned out by Team Hawk. You're also seeing the Hilda ban, which again is setting up for that just vulnerable jungler, but can be the Granger.
Yeah, no, you respect the Min, right? You respect Min, the way that he plays. But now that we've been talking about the Granger so much, the one big danger that he has is if the peel for Team Hawk melts quickly, the whole dive versus dive situation just crumbles for them if they have a Granger jungle. Because you're still a marksman. You have to still consider yourself as a marksman and protect yourself. Now going into the picks after the cool friend, the Hayabusa get banned, is the Granger still looking good?
I think it is. I think it is. I mean, like, all the diver banned. The thing about it is, Chow most likely is use it as a support, as a roam position, right? Banning the Hilda is just like, okay, he might be a flex, but we don't care. We don't want any pressure into the jungle at all. So this is giving you a strong signal at this point. We don't want any dive, we don't want any assassin. We want the hyper carry in the jungle. Now, which one are they going to go with? YSS, Roger, all those characters are kind of falling off in the early game damage now. But Granger, if you scale into the late game, it can actually one-shot any character from the side of Team Hawk.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. Like, for Echo here specifically, right? Yeah. I think I just got on the same page as you guys.
Yep.
Maybe Echo, maybe Carl Teasy, right? But with a Ling on the other end, can it go fast enough?
I mean, it's because right now, if Echo just goes for the Granger, right, you are going to be very vulnerable to the dive that Ling and Cho have. Thing is though, you're not the sole damage dealer. If you do get targeted, you still have that Zaman Force on the Harith, you still have the Eve, and no Granger. It's the Yi Sun Shin from Carl Teasy. First time at M4. My goodness.
It's a debut. It's a debut alongside the Rubies. So
wow.
I'm guessing that's the roamer. Ruby in the hands of Yaoi.
Oh,
Yusen Shin,
man.
we mentioned how possibly he could be on the decline, but he did get a little buff in the last patch.
And also, I want to say something about the YSS. This character, the reason why it's not as good as hybrid character Granger is because the meta's heavily focused on tank. But if you look at Team Hawk, they're very squishy characters, right? Yeah, Chao might be tank, a little bit tankier, but Valentina Claude, if it,
Yo, Mr. Tentacles, again, thank you for the donation, man. The Chew again, my eyes hurts when he missed the flicker. Thank you, Mr. Tentacles. Ruby, Yisen Shin, what the heck happened in the draft pick? Phobius.
15. Again, no Carl Teasy. I'm not a Carl Teasy, but did no damage.
Full disclaimer.
Full disclaimer, I'm no Carl Teasy.
but were you also going against like 2 tanks on the other side?
Yeah, I was up against a lot of dive. That's why I did nothing. I just can't dove on, but I did not have a Yaoi peel as well. So, Yaoi on the Ruby.
Last pick, Phobius. On paper, it looks amazing. I'm liking it because, again, you have the Yusen Shin with that
Harith.
passive you want to trigger, the Harith,
Ruby.
the Ruby. Yuzhong has a nice dash in there built into his kit.
Yup.
Is this trouble?
I think it is.
For Echo? Are they going to crumble under the demonic force?
Well, the Demonic Force is going to be a massive weapon that they can use, but look at the crowd. This is a weapon that both teams can use. The support coming in by both Echo and Team Hawk as we get ourselves ready. Let's hear it once again. Tennis indoors and Ion for Team Hawk and for Echo in game number 4.
It's both sides now walking into the game. Both teams are trying to get as much vision as they can. They both play really aggressive. Look at Min, looking for vision immediately. And by the way, that's a sexy Ruby skin right there.
Yep, I believe
wonder
that
what it is.
The Aspirant skin, released a month ago, and you just gotta grab it. I think the timer's running out on that. Go get it. Now, look at this aggressive move by Min. Checking in. Can he get trapped in by Yaoi and Sanji?
Uh-oh, it's also a lane swap. Once again, the Malaysian swap here. As Min jumps in, is able to actually buy some time here. Flickers out to safety.
Wow, I mean, already really aggressive. It's Min. You know, yes, he's getting cornered by 3 people, but remember, it's Min, right? He's unkillable. When he roams around like that, and now he's getting so much vision, you know exactly where everybody is. You can see Ling is finding the invade, and that's the value Main brings on the table. Because you know where enemies are, majority of them, that gives Ling so much rotation options. Here we go.
Uh-oh, that's gonna be Min taking low. First blood over to Carl Teasy. Gary's not level 4 just yet. Has to wait a bit, and Carl Teasy so far is doing really good. Gary, though, finally gets level 4.
Ooh.
Doesn't decide to commit. Carl Teasy follows through with a Mounted Chakra, now revealing everyone on the map, too.
Impressive target acquisition by Carl Teasy here. M2 Grand Finals MVP. You saw how he knew that the orange wouldn't reset, and then he just picked off Min and then moved on.
Wow.
Yeah, very accurate. Now 15 seconds before the turtle. Min is level 3. We have about 3 level 3s right here, actually from the side of Hack. And you have more, I think, the same thing, about 3 level 3s from the side of Echo. It's a completely even game so far. Now with the Elgin scaling like YSS, this is looking good actually to the favor of Echo.
It's just, again, right?
we
Team
go.
Hawk were trying their best to invade an enemy team, but it actually just gives Echo a bit of an edge because now Carl Teasy, he got a first blood. Sanford as well on that winning lane, able to get to the turtle side first. The mid control is fully controlled by Echo. And this is where you start to question, is this Yusen Shin going to actually snowball?
Is this going to change the landscape of our metagame? But again, it's been what, 2 minutes and a half? 2 minutes and a half, we can't say exactly that Yusen Shin is the new hotness again.
Not yet.
Some people like the meta, somebody don't, but to me, the meta is just versatile, right?
I agree.
Is it gonna change? We don't know because everything is possible. Like you can have hyper carry jungle, or you can go to the goal lane. Here we go on the top side though, Sanford.
Lola gonna be able to bring him back now. The Black Force is ready, and that's gonna be a knockout by the Tempest of Blades. Good kill over to Gary. Lola just funnels it back onto Gary for more damage so that he can actually dive in towards the Yusen Shin later.
And just as Min has done throughout all games in this series, he's doing so much. He's moving around. You never really know where that show is. And I think that's what makes these 2-man engages from Team Hawk so scary because you're never sure if the Cho is around. You're never sure if Min is around. And look at that. Quickly making work. They converted from that 1 kill on Sanford into a turret.
3 minutes in, by the way.
That's an early tower. And again, a lot of people don't see this, but I'll give a lot of credit to Min for giving the vision so Link can roam freely to find the kill on the top side and then move that to a tier 1 tower 3 minutes in. That is absolutely insane because even though the gold looks very similar, there's not too much gold differences right now, but open up the map will open up the snowball. And that's the word, that's the focus of this series.
Yep, about 20 seconds away from the second turtle. Might be more room for Team Hawk to do it because again, they did pop that left part of the map for them, the top lane tier 1. Bottom lane though, what's Benny Cutie to do against Panda, given that they have gone back to their natural lane?
Yeah, now look, the second turtle. YSS already moving the turtle to the blue side. Here we go.
Min gonna be able to jump in now. Look at the Kundo and the way the Dragon bring Yaoi back, but it's gonna be Sanford who finds a Petrify onto 3. Gary gets attempts to blaze onto Yaoi, finds a kill. Sanford still on the back line, knocking man up, but Gary picks up the turtle and goes back in on the Carl TZ with a double kill now onto Sanji. He's looking for a triple. He dives in under the tier 2, but he's not gonna be able to find it. Sanford still hunting. Lola getting out. Gary dashing out of the wall, but Furious Dive follows it through. Gary's still gonna be able to actually get out Sanford, now caught in a bad situation as he's 1 HP, and that's the kill picked up by Lola. The passive does its thing, and it gets a trade for Sanford, but that is value for Team Hawk.
Oh my god, what a team fight there. You can see the value from the Demonic Force in that team fight in full display. We talk about what to do about this ultimate. You don't really have much choices right now at this point. You just have to wait for Lola to wait out the ult, you bait it, you dash, you commit a team fight, do the poker face that Echo like to do, right? Go bait out a skill and then just wait. I think that's probably the only option you have.
So far, Team Hawk has grown into this series. They are ahead about 2K. Min admitting to the fact that ever since Team Hawk was formed under MPLMY, they were gunning for M4. Imagine that, being a qualifier squad, going straight to becoming champions, competing at the world stage. They catch Yaoi.
Yaoi also getting brought back by the I'm Offended, terrified down. Min still looking for one more knock-up. Yaoi not able to connect his own I'm Offended. But in the enemy jungle, Carl TZ is gonna fall, and this was exactly why we thought it's not gonna work. Gary! Super fast hands as he just styles out of there.
What a style there. I mean, just changing skills. And Karate is definitely falling off, and you can feel like he doesn't have the damage or the survivability. If you don't have the support from Yaoi, it's going to be a problem. And here we go on the bottom side. You can see, thanks to the advantage they got from the jungle, they're able to push a bottom tier 1 tower. Oh, here comes the hook.
Yaoi gets the I'm Offended. Panda still able to get out with the BMI. That's going to be the way the Dragon popped in by Min, but it's going to be 2 members taken down. Make it 3. Someone else fell on the other side of the map. Wow, what a fight that was forced in by Echo in the gold lane.
Wow, I mean, they got the tower, but I think the overstayed. The middle wave could have just done the job for them, right? I mean, overstaying for 1 extra second would have to do so much for you. And that's exactly what Yaoi did. Took advantage of the situation and find an I'm Offended, and that changed the game.
Given the outcome of that bottom lane siege from Team Hawk, could this be what Echo needed? Could this be that, set of kills that puts him back on the map? Because last we checked, and what was that, a minute or 2 ago, Hawk was just in control, right? What was that, almost 2K gold?
Yeah.
I'm wondering, because I'm seeing Benny Cutie, I have my eyes on the Storm. That Zaman Force is not quite lethal yet. Like, he has to spend so much time. They have to make sure that Team Hawk is where they need to be to get those attacks in, to get those spells in, that Synchro Fissure. And I'm guessing Echo needs to be on top maybe for a little longer.
Yeah, I agree.
They got to grow that lead.
They gotta grow that lead, and they gotta start shutting down the gold laner, right? Because right now they're doing a great job at shutting down Carl TZ, but Benny, okay? Right now he's not a threat. He's been scaling though. He's been farming pretty well as a lane that's been, as a laner that has his turret taken down already. He's 2-0. He's farming pretty well. If he gets to those item power spikes, it might be just a turnaround for Echo.
But at this point, you gotta think, like, Ling is 4-0-1. It's even a bigger threat. Thinking about YSS is only skilling off. It's obviously gonna get more damage as we go. But I mean, Ling is still gonna one-shot him going to the late game, especially with Phoveus as a threat at the same time. Like, where are you gonna dash?
Yep, given that 3-man sweep from Echo, the Filipino crowd has gone and made up their own cipher, a little dance circle out in the stands. But as we speak, Team Hawk back into their dominating ways here in game number 4. 6 minutes in, no turtles so far after that first one for Echo. So I can only imagine what Carl T's is feeling. Is this the Yushin Shin you were talking about, Mirko?
Yeah, I mean, again, based on my experience, I've played like 5 games on the Yushin Shin.
The
just
new
trying,
Yushin Shin.
Yeah, the new Yushin Shin in this patch, right? And even when I get the late game, even when I get a few kills early on, I just don't deal as much damage as you would normally do. And now with just Panda also scaling up, I feel like Carl T's might be losing to every single damage-dealing member from Team Hawk later on, even in the late stage when he has full items.
Yeah, not only do you lose on damage, you also have to consider all the squad controls going to be diving you. And speaking of dive, bottom lane, Gary is definitely playing the carry role at this point. I mean, just finding push after push, and now Monitor Shocker, it's just way too much.
And the siege as well, you can see.
Every tower.
Yep, THQ still in control, now 3K ahead, almost 8 minutes in. Let's check out the items, exactly what is Benny Cutie building up towards. Because, again, this is the one point I think that Echo is ahead on, right? That gold lane matchup.
5,700 gold compared to the Claude, which is still standing at 5,500. Honestly, looking at it right now.
Look at the Ling though.
Yeah, the Ling.
3.5K ahead.
3.5K go ahead.
And look at the itemization, right? He went for the Berserker's Fury into the Windtalker, and now, if he gets that Endless Battle, man, Echo's gonna have a hard time, even if they have Yaoi to peel. That's so much damage, and even true damage coming off the Endless Battle.
Yeah, this is only gonna be scary and scary as Team Hack continue to extend a control in the game. 12 seconds before Lord. The thing about the Ruby pick is, Ruby's early game is really not that strong. They're not too much CCs, they're not too much damage, and you can't really check vision because it's not that tanky either. So you can see now Ruby, unless he lands that hook, he's not going to be a primary tank. If you match that with Cartesi, who's also squishy, speaking of squishy, here comes Team Hack.
Uh-oh, that's going to be the Demonic Force on towards Sanford, who pops into Black Dragon form. Min, so trying to disrupt, that's the I'm Offended, only connecting onto Min right now as he's going to be melted down, but that's going to be Sanford picking up the kill onto Panda. Man, able to trade that back as slow. Let's still caught in the midst. Demonic Force buying a little bit of time before he gets bursted down by Benny. Killing Streak popped in, that's a 2-for-1, but Team Hawk find Lord.
Team Hawk won that trade. I believe it was worth it. A little too messy, but Echo are finding what they need to find on the map to eventually get back into this game, shrinking that huge gold lead. It's a astronomical lead that Team Hawk has, especially on the team members that matter. But so far, I just noticed now, man, almost 10 minutes in, Echo only pushed 1 turret.
Yeah, again, it's all about map control, right? In the first 3 minutes, we saw not too much goal differences, but because the first tower got taken down, that quickly snowballed into bottom tier 1, the top tier 2. Now with Lore coming in, even though the Team Hack lost 2 people, Team Echo couldn't push a singular tower. Now the mid-tier one's gonna take him down because of all the crashing coming to the jungle.
Oh, Carl T's is gonna be assassinated there. Man, 1 HP. Sanji finds the damage, but Gary's gonna be able to actually get out. Lola now under the turret, jumps into the Demonic Force, not able to find Yaoi, jumps in once again. Gary finds the kill. Panda jumps in with the flicker too, but it's not enough. Benny and Sanji get out. It is a tier 1 turret taken down by Team Hawk as Gary looks to try to look for the base turret now. Sanji coming in. That's the base turret passive, and Gary needs to back away. Tier 2 now in the mid lane. Gonna be targeted down and sieged down by Team Hawk.
That's a clean capitalization by Team Hawk of that small win. Again, 3 for 3 across the board. I'm feeling the problems with the Yushin Shin now. Again, you have the Yushin Shin, you have the Harith. They both need to hit their opponents for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
They're pure DPS, so the box that Sanji's setting up doesn't seem like it's enough.
Yeah, and also they need to scale. But if you think about how much pressure Chao is giving on the map, it's not allowing them to scale, right? Ling is able to split push, find more tower, proc the high ground, the high ground tower's passive as well. I mean, this is too much pressure from all over the map from Team Hack, and it seems like the draft that Echo has is not paying them any dividends.
I agree. I was one of the first downers towards the Yushin Shin, right? the damage, even towards the late game, based on my experience, isn't enough to really become that hyper carry.
I was willing to give it the benefit of the doubt, given that it was a nice way to kind of, stop the whole Valentina situation. It's a DPS hero that, yes, it does provide vision, but it's not a game changer when it comes down to a team fight. But yeah, again, it might have been a concept that needed more time in the oven, might have needed more reps. But we'll see if there is a comeback, because it's not over quite yet. There's still inhibitors standing for Echo.
Yeah, and here we go. Gary split pushing again. He's not pushing that much. He's not completely shoving the wave. He gives the wave a gentle tap, and this allows the wave to accumulate. And then Ling, thanks to mobility, is able to roam to the Lord almost immediately. So now, again, Team Hack has control over the map going to the Lord fight.
Again, it's that wave control from Team Hawk, right? They're able to actually slow push the waves, and they're going to be able to create so much pressure onto that XP lane where Echo is not really going to be able to respond to either play. There's always that split push threat with the Ling, and also that Lord take that's is constantly threatening Echo. And Echo, at this point, need to choose one, or maybe they need to just defend at this point. Even if they go for a 5v5, it's not a 50-50, it's more of a 70-30 as it stands.
Yeah. Most things that Team Hawk have their eyes on come for free. That's what this 4K gold lead is giving them. And for Echo, as you mentioned, it's a hard decision. Like, I wouldn't even know where to begin. Dave.
I mean, I don't know what to begin, but here it comes.
Yawi with I'm Offended finding Gary and Min, but Gary's gonna be able to get out, but that's gonna be a lot of damage placed on the back line. Panda flickering out, Man gonna fall, but the demonic force now by Lola over towards Benny with one more coming down. It's a 1-for-0 for Echo. They bought a bit more time, but look, again, Echo, they lost a lot of HP there. Now it's still, despite that pick, gonna be Team Hawk who has more pressure on the Lord, but Echo, they're using this man advantage really well, forcing it instantly.
Speaking of when you don't know what to do, it's the decision making. Like, how decisive can you be? How fast can you make your decision and execute on it? That's gonna make the difference, right? You saw Yaoi jump in with the hook, and that made a whole lot of difference. But that difference is quickly minimized as Hack's now making a move on the Lord again.
4v5, it's gonna be the retreat battle. Gary wins it. Easy gonna be kicked down, locked out by Min as Panda jumps in with blazing duet to the back line. Benny, now in the midst of it all, jumping back and forth, getting a kill, getting shut down though by the likes of Panda. Min still surviving, his stats gonna be Sanford running away. The Furious died by Man, as that's gonna be enough to lock him down. 4-for-1, Team Hawk on a run now to equalize in Game 4.
Oh no, this looks familiar. It's just one defender left. Yaoi's gonna take about 5 or 6 seconds before he can come to help defend. Sanji puts up the ult. Will Lola fall? Nope. All right. No. I think Echo's still in this.
Yeah.
Sanji still dishing out damage, poking him down. Mid lane base server gonna fall. BMI popped in back. Yaoi very close to getting that I'm Offended. But like you mentioned, Leo, not enough just yet. Team Hawk back away.
Now, if the Lord come close for the charge, that's another free high ground tower. And remember, all at the same time, bottom wave is slowly accumulating towards the high ground of Team Echo. Team Hawk, all they have to do is push this Lord in. Can they do it?
Benny QT finds a massive pick, and that's 2 on the board. Benny is 8-1. He is single-handedly stopping the end from Team Hawk.
Is this the key to victory? At this point, it's all on Benny. Can you find the crucial kills onto Panda, onto Gary, because only him has the damage to do it. Carl TZ is still not there yet. He's level 15. This is a miracle. This is your situation. Can you find the damage? Now, the good thing about YSS is also the ultimate. The Mountain Shocker gives you so much vision, which allows you to know, okay, is the Link split pushing? How do we answer this? That's the benefit of YSS. And Gary comes to dive.
Time for the blades. But that's Yaoi! Yaoi to perfection! Yaoi with an absolutely insane I'm Offended to catch Gary.
Ruby is one of the natural predators of most assassin junglers that have high mobility. And right here, we're seeing the rubber band effect. They're shrinking that gold lead. Now at 2K, they're going to make a play here in the jungle, trying to go for that main artery, that mid lane tier 1. So far, Echo not out of the woods just yet, but we're seeing signs of life.
Yes, and also, Yaoi has a flicker now. That's even a bigger threat. If Yaoi before the flicker have to only play knowing where Ling is, knowing how your jungler play, but now he can actually engage like the lore fight previously.
Oh, that stopped the
Here we
conceal. Min looking for an engage as Lola jumps in with the Demonic Force. Min looking forward. Yaoi doing the same thing as Dasby Sanford splitting them back. And Lola and Min, they're isolated from the team. This is it. Min losing the immortality, but it's going to be able to actually get away. That's a disengage coming in with Gary rotating again. Benny, 1v4 in the midst of it all. Still surviving. And then stopping Team Hawk's engage.
The storm, the typhoon, the hurricane took on 5 members of Team Hawk. Enough time to buy for Echo to defend. And we are sitting at dead even.
Now this is a deja vu because Team Hawk has a tendency to go a little bit of sloppy in the mid to late game, right? Sometimes we saw that being punished heavily in the previous games. And this is a series, this is the moment where they have to hold steady and go for the next objective. You saw Chow, right? You had Min and Lola jumped in by themselves, disconnected from the team. That's very uncharacteristic of Hack, who plays very disciplined most of the time in the entire series so far. Here we go.
Yaoi again finding Panda, but Panda's gonna be able to actually dash out. Benny again, looking for the damage right now. The Blazing Duet will be popped. Gary to the back line as that's going to be the Demonic Force popped in as well. Yaoi with no I'm offended cannot actually peel for his team. Lola, Demonic Force once again onto the back line, onto Carl Teasy, but still going to be able to kite away. You can see the damage being placed on. Lola still surviving for a bit longer. Carl Teasy finally finishes him off, but Sanford falls as well. Both of the XP laners have been taken down, but the real world inflation comes down. Yaoi missing with I'm offended. Team Hawk still trying to get an opening here around the Lord. Yaoi gonna be taken low. Min on the flanks. Panda in the mid lane, looking for the base. Right now as Gary jumps in, helping the mid laner out. Call TZ finishes Min off, using the mounted shotgun device. Some time on the mid lane will be pushed in. Team Hawk with one cannon minion. Call TZ walking down. They're getting it. Gary and Panda will end the game to equalize against the tournament favorites.
A taste of their own medicine. Echo loses game 4 at the brink of a reverse sweep via a backdoor split push play by Team Hawk.
Oh my god, what a play. The Echo style onto their own base. That is insane. Now, when we saw the Panda go in there, Eve responded, but Eve alone's not enough because Hawk has a lane.
They had the tools.
What a series, man. That's all I have to say. What a series.
They had the tools, they had the setup, and again, Echo, at least at this point, they knew that it was possible, but they just could not respond fast enough. That's what the lead Team Hawk had this whole game bought for them. And then you see here how one half of the Twins, how Panda was just so relieved to have been able to pull that off. Oh, careful with the water.
Man, oh man.
THQ paid back on what man, insane. THQ paid back the Echo for what they did on the first game, so it's now 2-2. This is all the way to best of 5. What will happen, man? Then each team is showing so good, performing so good. But definitely bad draft pick on that one for Echo. Bad draft pick for Echo. Yes, and Shin barely did anything on that one.
The analysts have put words in their mouth, but something tells me they might have something to say about Naive and Shin, about how Echo kind of played around the fact that there was a Valentina on the other side, and then they, essentially pulled off what they did in Game 3. It may have been the same case of them having learnings from that game prior and then trying to fix it now and being behind the curve. But then again, this is just Team Hawk learning as well so quickly. They are picking up and they gave Echo a taste of their own medicine. I can't believe it. It was a...
Yo, again, John Ray Cortezano, thank you for the donation, man. Who can't wait for the next fight? This is 2-on-2. Who will win, Echo or THQ? Both teams performing and showing us a good time, right? I think this is the most exciting match to have ever happened on M4. On M4, because of the group stage, we didn't had much good matches on the group stage. Only a handful, actually. Most of the fights had been one-sided, even on the Onyx versus Falcon. It was way too one-sided. Now, this one, this is a game. This is a fight. So did they explain on the YSS? Nope, it's just the casters for now. Yeah, definitely the draft pick went to the THQ, but the draft pick is part of the game. Maybe wrong decision for YSS, or maybe YSS just couldn't scale. But YSS was easy picking though. Right? This is M4, definitely better than M3, right? A lot of the guys are on the group stage. A lot of the guys were already saying that M4 is better than M3 because of all the upsets. Even though some of the games were one-sided, top teams were getting dethroned by lower teams. That Harit though, right? Man, Benny tried so hard. Benny did his best.
With those things, I mean, can we completely count out that hero? Was it something wrong with the item build, or was it just Team Hack dominating in the draft?
Well, I think a lot of this really boils down to looking back into history of what the meta used to be when Yishin Shin was supposed to be dominant meta, and then Ling started to come on in, and then Phovius as well. A lot of these new heroes and people are trying to figure that out. At the very least, Team Hawk had a very good idea as to how to handle these high mobility, multiple dashing style types of heroes. Although I will say, Benny QT was giving off a phenomenal performance with his 10, 1, and 2 overall KDA, absolutely crushing it. But as Wolf mentioned before, Yishin Shin is not.
Yep, definitely. Phovius was a pain in the butt. I think Phovius was the biggest problem, other than Claude. I think Phovius was their biggest problem on that one. Carl TZ Lance.
To get away with the early game, and you saw Gary actually play this well. He got away with the greed, and he was able to get a lot of farm, but at the same time, was able to utilize it against Echo. He was very aggressive, was splitting the map, he was making so many problems for Echo to deal with in the early to the late stages of the game.
You know, for the first 2 games, we saw a whole lot of Echo pictures up there.
Yeah.
We saw those bars really creeping towards the side of Team Hack, but now Team Hack coming back. Not only that, I mean, we spent 2 games wondering about how Team Hack was going to pick up the pieces here. So now we get to talk about how is Echo going to pick up the pieces here. Can they take this series back?
I think one thing that we have to mention and really observe is that the competition is getting hard.
Which team do I think? It's really hard to tell which team I think would win, because the top teams like Blacklist was actually taken down by Falcon twice. Now Falcon was whooped by Team Onyx 3 times, with all of the games being one-sided. So it's really hard. Man, these teams really prepared for each other. So it's hard to tell which team is going to be the champion. But my preference though is a team coming from the lower brackets, because that's going to be an epic tale. Epic tale, right? If a team from the lower bracket actually came out on top, that would be one of the an entertaining match. Also, I would like RRQ Brazil to at least make it to the finals.
Literally,
Everywhere.
first 5 minutes is everywhere. He's amazing, man.
You know,
He's playing a different game, honestly.
most definitely. And back in the group stage, day 4, they asked a lot of us casters who we thought the MVP was that day. And I was the one guy who was like, Gary. Because I can see it, man. From then to now, he has definitely been a star on the team.
Yeah, RRQ Akira is good. People were saying it's going to be good to see RRQ versus RRQ. Because a lot of there were some viewers who were saying RRQ Brazil is better than RRQ Indonesia. But for the RRQ to advance, oh snap, look at that Phovius go. For the RRQ to advance, RRQ Brazil, they have to take down Blacklist. And that's going to be hard. RRQ Brazil has to take down the Blacklist to be able to continue playing on the upper brackets. By the way, tomorrow's match is going to be again on the upper. Is it the upper brackets tomorrow? Well, if it's the upper brackets tomorrow, it's going to be Todak versus RRQ Indonesia and RRQ Brazil versus Blacklist. So, already excited for tomorrow, but let's finish this insane matchup first. Ban carry and we flying. Ban carry and we're gonna fly. Laglag na ba Blacklist? Nope. Blacklist is still in the upper brackets. Tomorrow, if it's... Is tomorrow gonna be also another upper bracket? If it's gonna be upper bracket matches tomorrow, it's gonna be Todak versus RRQ Indonesia. And after that, it's gonna be RRQ Brazil versus most of your favorite team, Blacklist. Nope, Blacklist is still there. Blacklist is... Oh, upper bracket tomorrow. Then tomorrow is gonna be Blacklist. But first, it's gonna be Todak versus RRQ Indonesia. RRQ Indonesia is strong, man. One of the veteran teams out there. Ooh, oh snap, that's Leeson. 5 minutes. Oh, Mara Clara, Hot Babes interview. Let's go.
Are you guys Filipinos?
Of course not.
Oh, you're not.
Of course not.
I'm not.
You're
We
not.
are not.
You're all from.
Indonesia.
You're all Indonesian cheering for Echo Philippines. So
Yes.
wait, hold on. You want to see Echo in the grand finals, not Indonesia?
Of course.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay, what's so great about Echo Philippines?
First of all, mostly it's because that I am the Aura Fire fans.
Aura Fire, yeah.
Yes, and then we have our brothers in Philippines, that is Echo. And that's why we Aura fans come here supporting our brother Echo Philippines.
So tell us, we'll pass the mic. What's so great about Echo for you guys?
Yeah. Well, it's everything, anything. It's the the make, it's everything.
Which
Yeah,
player?
yes. And I love Yawi.
Yawi!
You have something to say to
Grabe
Yawi.
naman si Yawi.
You have something to say to Yawi right now. He's watching you. Yawi, mahal kita.
A lot of people are saying mahal kita to Yawi. What about you guys? Which player are you rooting for?
Boleh ngomong Indo, boleh.
Sanji keren banget.
Sanji, you're so cool. You can say something? You can say something to Indonesia.
Sanji keren banget.
Sanji again.
Oh,
Sanji is so
wow.
cool. Are you agree that you are all wants Echo to be in the grand final? Setuju nggak sih kayak Echo bakal di grand final nih?
Yes,
Atau siapa?
kita yakin banget Echo bakal di grand final.
Wow.
But wait, wait. I see some people here wearing Echo right over here. Hi.
Machin
Hi.
is from Indonesia.
Come over here. Hi. Hi, are you guys Indonesian? Where are you from?
No, we're not. We're from the Philippines.
Philippines! Okay.
We flew away from the Philippines just to support the Filipinos, especially Echo, with these guys, right?
Alright. How about for you? Okay, let us know which of the Echo Philippine players really amaze you. What's your name?
My name is OSX.
OSX.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Now let us
amazing
know.
most is Benny Cutie, the storm. It's in
Storm.
Indonesia.
The Typhoon. How well is he doing right now?
Oh, double MVP of the game. Tuloy lang. Kaya mo yan.
How about for you?
So good.
I'm cheering for Benny Cutie as well.
Benny Cutie. Okay, now if you can say something to Benny Cutie right now, what is your name?
My name is Manjin.
Manjin. All right, Manjin, what do you want to say to Benny Cutie?
Benny QT, go.
Benny Cutie, go.
You got this. Benny QT, you got this. Shout out to the weather people out there, to all the weathermans.
Let's do this together. When I say echo loud, you say echo proud. 3, 2, 1. Echo loud.
Echo proud.
Echo loud.
Echo proud.
All right. Lots of energy happening
so
right
great.
here. We have the 5th and final game. Here we go. Let's see who's going to win. Casters.
5th game.
It comes down to this, a single game of Mobile Legends to confirm who will be moving on through to the upper bracket in the next round. It's Echo going up against Team Hawk. At your service, my name is Leo, joined here by Mirko and Assassin Dave, and we have been calling this hell of a matchup, and boy oh boy, I did not expect for this to go 5 games. I have to be honest, fellas, as soon as we walked and loaded into game 3, could have sworn that was it, right? I could have sworn that was it, but it seemed like there was more in the tank for Team Hawk, and that's on me. I have to admit, I thought that they were going to crumble to the pressure, but it seems like it's Echo who needs a little bit more of reassurance, who needs to recalibrate. Miracle, your thoughts?
The caster curse, right? We said all game 3, especially after the draft, we were like, all right, the draft, it looks like Echo's going to be able to take it here, especially considering, again, that Akai that we thought was going to go to the jungle. But then, I believe, Echo, they overthink it, right? They overthought it in game number 3. And after that, I feel like, again, they were a bit too confident. I love the confidence coming in, trying to pull off the Yi Sun Shin too. But in this match, when you were already 2-1, one more game to the equalizer, to get into another just best of 1, it's a bit too risky for my liking.
I may have made a few wrong calls throughout this series already, and that's on me. I apologize, but we have to get back into the current situation. The Malaysian...
Okay, here we go. Next game is about to happen. Man, two. Who will win? So a lot of the guys were saying that that was a really bad draft pick for Echo. Yi Sun Shin didn't work. How effective? Ruby was a bit effective there, right? A bit. Could another hero could have done better? Would another hero could have done better? Yeah, the YSS though was definitely failed. Whatever they were planning for YSS, it failed. But again, maybe because they didn't expect for the Phoveus. Still, Ling. Team Hack. Yeah, good game by Team HAQ, Team Hack. Man, Malaysian viewers out there, man. Whoop whoop, Team Hack. Who will win? For me personally, any team. We will be happy for any team, man. Again, who is the who are we considering an underdog on this match, by the way? I know, right? The HQ is strong, man. Hack. There were a lot of instances wherein Echo won the match. It was a close fight. In the first game, Team Hack actually almost won that. It will be more interesting if THQ wins. I guess so, because I heard that on the M3, Team Hack was an underdog. Ooh, TikTok quote. Who's TikTok? Of course, you want to be blacklisted in the dumbest sub scene, but instead of blacklist, it will be Echo. Oh, snap. What's that? A post quote? Daddy JP. Oh yeah, we almost, the game was so good that we almost forgot Yawi's Natalia mistake. It's more fire / hype if THQ win. Ooh. Oh, it's not Team Hack, it's Team Hawk. Oh, it's Team Hawk. Really? I heard the caster saying Team Hack though. Oh, we're from Orange Esports. Who do you think will win with this final round? I am not sure. To be honest, I am not sure. Team Hook. I heard some of the casters saying Team Hack though. Team Hook. See, that guy just said Team Hack. Hack dog. FCON. Team Halt. What? Oh, it's Arabic. I am confused right now. Let's listen to the
Qualify, they became champions, and now they're giving the tournament favorites a run for their money. That run is incredible, and you could see why the fans of Team Hawk are so passionate. You could see why, even though Team Hawk were 2 games down, the fans did not waver. They kept on going, and now they're here.
Game 1 and Game 2 were mere denumas on their hero's journey. They are still on the way to proving the doubters wrong. In that head-to-head, we have a lot of things to say about these 2 talented players, right? A lot of fans for Sanji, a lot of fans for Man, although you always have to consider that Min is part of that conversation as well. But look at the stark difference, Dave. More than ×2 the KDA?
I know. This shows you that Man is playing more as a support mage towards a team, and for Sanji, he's playing more of a carry. And look at a GPM, DPM as well. The difference is so astronomical. I mean, you can't even compare those numbers at this
Worlds
point.
apart.
It's worlds apart.
You would have doubted someone if they said these are both mid laners.
Yeah, absolutely. This shows you the playstyle of the team, right? Sanji is the carry, where Team Hawk to play the team and play aggressive into the enemy jungle.
I think right now, as it stands, if you look on paper, it's very one-sided, right? It's Sanji, but if you take a look at how they play, and if you actually watch the games all the way from game 1 to 4, you can see the different styles that Man plays. Sure, he does play the utility, he's more comfortable just playing the supportive role, but he can also carry. We've seen that in, I believe, game 4, and also game 2, right? No, game 2 is the Eudora, so that was, again, just a bit of a supportive role, but he can play those 2 dynamics, those 2 play styles. Meanwhile, for Sanji, he tried the Akai, tried to go for something a bit more supportive, didn't work. So, Sanji, better on paper, but less dynamic, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's where, again, one half of the MPL.
Almost starting, almost on the draft pick. Team Hawk. There you go. HAWK. Team Hawk. Last game, man. Is the draft pick already starting? Come on, show us. Go Echo, said by the other guys. We're so antok now. RC, what's up? Ubus na load ko. Sebastian. Logan Salim. Ooh, let's check the draft pick. Hopefully there's nothing too weird on the draft pick right now. But it is fun seeing non-meta heroes being used, and we can see how if they are effective or not on these matches. Tagal. Shout out Mr. Sanat GT. I mean the Twin Tower first twin. Ooh. Is Hun playing? Yeah, Hun played on the group stage on the Valley. Shout out to TZY. TZ, what's up? Pop Smoke. Aaron Sumagaysay. Sebastian. You have no more load. Rafael Gansa, di ako naliligo. Nakailang oras na ako dito sa PC. Rafael Ganza, I know, right? They went all the way to Game 5. Shout out Toji, what's up? Rome Saber. Mongolia coming soon in the M5. I wonder which countries are gonna be added in the M5. Hopefully, somehow India joins in. Gray like, what's up? Can you make India join? For example, if Indian players who is not based on India because it's banned there, can you actually make India? Who knows though? Upin dan Ipin. Oh man, a lot of people are saying Upin and Ipin. I also saw that on the main channel. Min and Man. Carl Teasing. Carl Teasing, the best Indian player. Indian pride. Yeah, India cannot join the game. It's banned. I mean, can they just take Indian players that's not in India? Like living in other political stuff, I think. There's some other games that's not just ML. Other games are also banned in India, right? Not just ML. Tight match. Yeah, definitely. Tight. The heck, guys, start. Moonton might add Europe. Well, yeah, they already have NA. They have MENA, was the Middle East North Africa, which is the Occupy Thrones team. Yep, PUBG also banned. Yeah, there's some issues with. There were issues before with Chinese games and stuff. Even the phone, right? Elgin, sa tingin mo, sobrang hambog ang Echo? I'm not sure, Piggy 1234. I actually don't know. I have not. Is there some issues with the Echo? Being too overconfident? I am not sure. MZA2K Productions. What's up? MZA2K Productions. Yo, what the hell is up? Start already. We're goddamn sleepy, man. It's 10 p.m. Let's go. Move. Ohio for M5. Ohio dance. I still... Ohio. Echo for the win. Love from India. Not Zan, nope. What's up, bro? Daniels. Ang tagal. Carl Singh TZ. Yo, hurry up. Elgin, do an impression of Ohio final boss. I don't get the Ohio thing. Is that a joke? What does it mean when people say only in Ohio? Why? What's up with Ohio? Yeah, Ohio is a state in the USA. I know, but what? Is it like the Alabama joke? Is Ohio so different? Ohio is a meme. Ohio is unexplainable. I guess weird stuff happens in Ohio, I guess. Sweet Home Alabama. Long story. Well, I kinda get it because I've been seeing some memes. But still sometimes. So Ohio is the worst state in America. And weird stuff happens there. So that's where the meme comes from. Only in Ohio. Well, I know the Alabama though. Sweet Home Alabama. Cousins and cousins and cousins. El Sing. Could you make a Valentina jungle or roam video? Probably Hanzi if a hero had. Ooh, snap. Hello. Hi. Yeah. Yo, cameraman, move it back. Sanji Pandi, what's up? Ohio draft. Rian Maika is sleepy. Yibambe! What does Yibambe mean? Shout out to Benj. Zap Benj. For the chicks. Yo, what the heck? What the heck, man? It's taking forever. Are you building up hype? Come on, play. Let's go. In a fist fight, who would win? Who do you think would win in a fist fight right now, right there on that stage? Team Hack or Team Echo? Elgin cut lang eh. Me M5 prep. Trust me, Hak will win. Daisuke Elgin. Who will win? Any big guy on on Team Echo? We're 36. Echo dropping bodies. Like if there's a tiebreaker, right? Like last time with the Blacklist, Falcon, and if it's a tiebreaker, you just have to finish it with a fist fight. Start. Elgin Khan, India Pride. Elgin Khan, India Pride. Do an Ohio meme, Elgin. I don't even do an Ohio meme. I am so confused with these days internet lingo. Felt like echoing, but wala si Kurt si Quiz. Pa-shout out. So shout out to Nobody. Nobody is his name. Shout out to my crush, Arisa Venice Solis. Crush, who are you, bro? So I can tell your name to Arisa Venice Solis. Whoever you are, Arisa Venice Solis, nobody loves you a lot. Wait, no. That sounds wrong. Probably don't put a nobody name. Moba Singh. You need to be more internet world. You need to be more Oh, here we go. Draft pick. Let's go. See with Brain. Thank you for the $40 donation. Fastest match preparation in Ohio? Oh, fastest match. Okay, I kind of get it. Fastest match preparation in Ohio because it took so... Oh, snap. Here we go. I'm going to shut up. Let's go listen to the draft.
Also, a Masha gameplay, going to your jungle. You know, okay, we talk about how this entire time Kartiz wasn't picking those assassins. Maybe this time Kartiz is going to pick the assassins.
Oh, no.
And then when they go with the Masha and the Hilda combo going into your jungle, the Malaysian treatment, we call it, right?
Welcome you aggressively.
That welcome you aggressively.
Scratches you. It's just, oh my god, I can see that happening, right? Oh, we'll just see right now as Team Hawk are still going to be on the red side. Second pick, the Claw going to be respected here by Echo with the Glue and the Joy. So Yves still up for grabs right now. Valentina, Kaja.
Carry, Kaja, Grok, you have all this. Grok is actually just banned.
Eve,
Fanny, Farmis, yeah, all these different choices available on the map.
Something's got to give.
Something gotta give, yeah.
It's just one ban for Hawk, but again, their consolation is they get 2 picks on the swing back.
Maybe they don't ban either. Yeah, exactly, right? Maybe don't ban any of the character we just mentioned.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, the one was carry.
I agree. That, I mean, Benny on the carry. Just, I don't want to see it anymore. It's too good, right? Echo picks up the Yves. Kaja let go. A hero that can actually cancel out the real world inflation with that suppression.
And this is also really smart because after he picked the Eve, even though Kaja's still up, but we haven't seen much Kaja from Team Hawk because that's not their playstyle, right? We know how much they love the frontline initiators, the early game supports like Chow, right? Like Hilda to go into your jungle. Now Kaja is really good in lane to harass and poke you, but not really good at invading your jungle.
I agree. And considering Yaoi can just pick up the Cho, I think right now Hawk needs to stay true to why they were able to win the last game.
Yes.
Pick up the Cho, take it away from Yaoi, force him on another, maybe even a Kufra here. That's exactly what they go for.
Oh no. You give Gary his Ling and then Min his Cho. Now how does Echo answer back?
Kaja.
They pick up the Kaja. Where do they put it? It seems like with the Yuzhong and the Eve, it's like Echo is still, again, which is something that we've seen happen a lot here in this best of 5 series. They're learning and they're taking things from the previous games for better or for worse.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, this is not the comfort. It's not something that we expected. Obviously, Stanford has been on Yuzhong and has been performing steadily, but it's not the Grok Stanford that we know. It's not a Benedetta Stanford that we know. So this is something that they're drafting meta. They're drafting that make a lot of sense. But again, are they drafting themselves into a corner that they can hardly climb out of?
Well, we'll see. Because right now, it's the last pick for the first phase for Team Hawk. They've gone for a lot of crazy third picks. But this time around with the Ling and the Cho, I think securing a gold laner and then banning out Benny QT will be a very solid option. No, no, no! They're anticipating a carry jungler from Carl.
Now you wonder, where is the Hilda and the Cho gonna go? Min has to play one of them. I am suspecting an XP lane Hilda.
Wow.
It's one of the only options. I mean,
Or mid Chow.
Mid Cho, XP Cho. We haven't seen XP Cho in a long time, but yeah. Oh my goodness. Gold lane Cho?
It can all happen. I mean, the meta, again, is all about flex. We've seen the middle and the Kai today, right? Chow in mid, you can get something that's really aggressive in the early game. Comfort, we're talking about man play utility mid lane mages anyways, right? So if you get something like really early game that didn't need a lot of farm, maybe even Julian, that might be too ambitious, to be honest. Like, but if you get Selena, stuff like that, and just get Chow to level 4, it can be really strong at the first total fight. Again, that aligns with entire Team Hack's playstyle.
Yeah, we haven't seen Selena nor a few of the other heroes
Julian.
that could complement this mid lane Cho. So with that being said, we look to the bans to see exactly what these teams are planning. There goes the Martis, there goes the Valentina.
I think they're going to go for either an Akai ban or I think Akai just I don't know why, okay? Because if you look at the composition, they just want to dive in. They don't want to face something like an Akai in the jungle. They would much rather have something like a Fredrin or just a carry jungler. That would just be the best case scenario for Team Hawk. But they're still respecting the Kufra. They're still thinking that the Kaja can be flexing in the jungle, so that's why. But now it's all done, right? Yaoi not going to get the comfort pick.
Yeah, the interesting thing is, like, they're banning like this because everything can flex. Right, Kaja can go jungle. The next thing you know, you're gonna have, and we're talking about Kartizi playing to the team now, right? So
that's not it. There is history of Benny QT playing a gold lane Yu Zhong. So maybe that's the next level. Maybe that's the next layer here of Echo adjusting to this best of one meta in this current BO5. But again, I think that they might be overthinking if they do that because now it's Team Hawk who's having them on tilt. It's like, so where's this Cho gonna go? Where's this Hilda gonna go? Can confirm though, not a gold lane Cho. There's the Beatrix.
Here we go. The Beatrix pick coming out for the side of Team Echo. Are they gonna pick some carry now this time for the jungle? Oh, it's Brody and Fredrin. So very standard picks to the meta. Actually, a tank jungler into a hyper carry marksman on the gold lane.
It's pretty scary now for Echo because in the later stage, you're going to have to rely 100% or just 80% towards the Yve. Brody needs to snowball early, and look at the composition. Team Hawk's going to have a lot of early pressure to try to negate that Brody in lane. If Beatrix, or they could just swap.
Again, the Malaysian
swap.
Yeah.
But the same thing is, Echo is well prepared for that, right? We've seen that in game 1. You know, like obviously, actually, it was game 2. I think that was the Malaysian switch first showed up. And then they prepared it really well, so you can see the last pick right here. What is it going to be? The choice is mine. The Xavier.
So now the only real question is Rome Hilda or Rome Cho?
Wait. Okay.
Rome Hilda.
XP Cho, Rome Hilda.
All right.
There you go. There's your answer.
You always want to put Min on a hero that really just, you know, gets vision, gets in your opponent's faces. Make sure that Gary gets the carry.
Yeah. Is it going to be a damage Chow in the EXP lane or a hybrid, you think?
I think just full tank at this point. It's still going to be full tank.
Or the emblem could define.
True. We'll see what emblem he goes for, right? If he goes for damage, I guess he's trying to just burst the Yve down or the Brody. But if he goes for tank, it's a bit more reliable when it comes down to the long team fights. Just, again, we're seeing the support coming in from both of the teams. Tennis Indoor Sanayan for both Echo and Team Hawk. Let's give it up one more time before we get into the decider. Back to a best of one. Game number 5 in the land of Dawn.
Look at the start here for Gary. Gonna start up his purple. Same for Carl TZ. But again, Min just, at this point, Echo just knows that this is how Min is gonna play this Hilda.
Yeah. And I gotta give the draft actually to Team Hawk for picking up Xavier in the end. If you look at the entire side of Team Echo, who's gonna get on this Xavier?
Zhang.
Yeah, sure, Yu Zhong, but you have to go through a lot of vision, right? Because you know exactly where Yu Zhong's coming. You have Hilda, you have Chow, who's not gonna lose lane that much. So if Yu Zhong's gonna be rotating, Chao's gonna tell his team, hey, by the way, there's a dragon coming your way, so be prepared.
I guess at that point they're just hoping that Sanford, again, makes the wrong call and is just left with nothing. Because that happens. We've seen that happen many times in this series so far.
They did swap, by the way.
Swap, yep.
But I don't think it's a good lane for the Beatrix up against the Yuzong. You can already see it. And in the gold lane, Benny is actually going to be able to dish out some damage back in. Lola losing onto the trade despite having a 2v1.
You know, the swap philosophy is very, very interesting right here, because Beatrix, again, is going to fall behind in the lane, because Team Farm as well, compared to the Brody. But the thing about this game is Brody late game is going to be much less scarier compared to Beatrix, right? Because Beatrix, after you get those 3 core items, the Cauldron Size, the DHS, the Golden Staff, he's going to one-shot the Frederick.
Yeah, so it's going to come to Team Hawk maybe making the decision to switch up like they did previously in the series, right? They do the Malaysian switch to start, and then they eventually course correct. We'll see if that same call happens here. Something else to note, the lack of gold in the early phase that the Beatrix will suffer might be worse given that it's a weapons master Beatrix.
Absolutely. Now, first turtle's coming up, and it seems like Team Hawk, again, has better map control in this area. Look at Hilda.
Well, they are playing for that XP lane because of Panda, so they will have a little bit more room to play with. Look at the invade right now with Divine Judgment popped in. Gary finds the top of the blaze, gets out, is able to actually secure the purple buff despite having that invade onto him. And Echo just moved back. CallTZ doesn't have the retribution, Gary doesn't have it too, but they're still trying to go for the turtle.
You'll say no harm, no foul, but that might be what they're setting up for. The ult and the lack of retribution. Here comes a Black Dragon form.
No contest for Team Hawk.
It's clean.
It's just clean, you know? It's just a contest up top, though. That's the Petrify and the Furious Dive. Panda losing a whole lot of HP as Min jumps in, trying just dish out a bit more damage with Ultimate 2. That's the Dawning Light coming through. Not able to connect Sanford with a very good sidestep. And it's still Echo grasping onto that 500 gold lead.
Ooh, TikTok Live Carnival for the M4 playoff. Come to TikTok to cheer for M4. Not only have exclusive custom skins, you also have a bunch of other stuff to make sure you show up.
Yep, and again, thanks to Gang. Dave, what do you feel about that first major rotation with the turtle? Right before Echo makes a play, can they get it?
Oh, Divine Judgment brings Man over to his own turret there. Lola actually going to be able to find a Jikundo, and that's going to be the Dawning Light securing first blood. Gary still onto Benny. That's going to be stun coming in by Benny. Gary with the passive blades is able to actually cancel it out. Gets the kill down. Lola flickering out. Taken low, but he is safe. 2 for 1. Team Hawk with the better value.
They definitely traded. Now getting the Brody taken down. Brody's strong early game. Should kind of stop that momentum and allow Beatrix to safely farm. That's going to be really good. Look at Min though. Just being a nuisance to the entire side of Echo. I gotta say the first rotation for the entire side of Echo is pretty smart. They made it the jungle, take the blue away. Look at the damage.
Did they succeed?
From Savior.
Oh yeah, no, that's Gary.
Yep.
Let's grab that purple.
CallTZ was actually able to secure it, yeah? Against Gary here, who didn't have the retribution on time. Again, in this game, it does feel like Team Hawk are getting a lot of kills, and I do feel like for the Beatrix, it's not going to be an XP lane Beatrix the entire game. It's just going to be the XP lane Beatrix up until the 5th minute. Then they're going to swap.
At the 5th minute, though, the gold cards and the XP cards, they don't exist anymore. So again, I think it really was the intention to win the lane.
Yep.
And so far, they're making it there, but they're not converting to much because, again, the major objectives are going to Echo.
Yes, I mean, and Echo's playing really smart again in this game, right? Their rotation, they're playing the Hawk game in a sense, where taking aggressive to your own jungle, taking lane's jungle, no lane's weak in jungle, have to use retry just to secure objectives. You can now, because of the early play from CallTZ, from Team Echo, now Lane is forced to not contest any objectives, but to go to the other side to steal scraps, really, right? 1 or 2 small camps.
Slowly but surely, they're starving Gary, and it may seem like Echo, 5 minutes in, found their way back into the series.
Here in the mid lane, you can already see some damage being placed down, but CallTZ on the Fredrin, he can just soak that damage in. Min and Gary will not be able to actually dish out as much as CallTZ sustains, especially when he's already he's very tanky now actually, steals the purple buff away, and like you mentioned, Gary is not getting a say in the game right now. Divine Judgment pulling Min back, that's the real world inflation popped in as well. Gary with the time of the blades, isn't able to dish out as much damage as he would want to.
Yep, and all this time, THQ making the most of it. Panda was pushing up top. That's a tier 1 going down.
And that's very important, tier 1. We saw this happen in the previous game with tier 1 top happen, and then it's tier 1 bottom, but here go Minley.
Beautiful cancel for that Way the Dragon, man. It was looking bad, but wait. Carl Teasy solo? 1v1, Panda taken down in the XP lane as Gary looks for a trade here. Oh, that's the cutoff. Yaoi finding the sandwich maneuver, holding on. No, doesn't have the Divine Judgment actually. Gary gets out with the Finch Poise.
Oh, here we go, the split push meta from Hawk now. You know, actually, a little bit of uncharacteristic from each side. They're playing each other's game in a sense, right? We know Echo to be the split push, but now it's the other side from Hawk. They're playing Ling. Oh, here we go, Yaoi. He does have the ultimate, does have the flicker though.
Not enough damage between the three of them down there. And it's impressive how Carl Teasy has gotten to this level, right?
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, stealing things away as much as he could from Gary. And yeah, Sanford so far did so well to keep Panda down, Mom. And now here's the eventual course correction. And Carl Teasy's not letting go, man.
Oh, here we go.
Lola able to find the Way the Dragon, but the Venture Point connects Sanford in the 2v1 right now. Lola still able to knock him up. Tap the Blaze as well, but the sustainability of Sanford is dealing so much right now. Lola gonna be caught, has the Shunpu, gets out, but Sanford has outplayed the 2v1. Sanji rotating, picking up a kill. The Sand combo, as that's gonna be Lola knocking Sanji up. Sanji still looking for the skill shot right now as Lola tries his best. The sidestep, the Sand duo picks up a double.
And that's why Sanji plays carry mid. He's so accurate on everything he does. Look at his pinpoint accuracy on skill 1 here. Oh, flicker from Yaoi coming to the middle.
And that's Yaoi backing off the damage from the Dawning Light and from Min just poking him back.
All right, so already we can say clearly Echo ahead. And look at this, 4v1. Can Carl Teasy survive?
Oh, yes, he can. The Appraiser's Wrath gets him the HP back, but not for long. Not long enough for the other members to come through, but Sanji wants revenge. Man is down, and Echo are still holding on to the lead, even forcing more from Team Hawk.
That's a man down. I was just about to say before the Saver, bit the dust, there is some signs of life from Team Hawk, despite being down about 4K here, 8 minutes in. Man is their late game insurance policy. The fact that he can defend from anywhere and help open up the map alongside Gary could be their ticket into staying in the upper bracket.
Exactly, that's exactly what I was about to say. I mean, yes, right now the way it's going towards Echo. Here comes Steel Play though.
Oh, Sanji's actually going to be the one engaging here.
Man.
The real world, but oh my god, the Omo just takes man down. Ready with the flicker. And Lola with the Way of the Dragon, but it's only on to Yaoi. A misplay here as it's man down again.
You were saying, Dave.
Oh, I was just saying that late game, that Team Hawk might have the late game insurance to actually make a comeback. But right now, because the play the entire set of Echo's making, it doesn't seem like the insurance is going to do much.
And so far, Echo has not let go. Again, for the longest time in the series, game 3 and 4, Echo was down. Now they are back in the driver's seat, 5K ahead. Gary already making a cut deep up top, but that's not going to stop Echo from taking this tier 2 turret. Echo is feeling it. They're not going to the lower bracket. They have recovered, but Team Hawk, it's not too late just yet.
Yeah, they need a few minutes for Team Hawk though. Right now, Beatrice not online yet. You can see even though she was there in the team fight, but she couldn't do significant enough damage in a short period of time. And look how tanky the entire Echo is, right? Yaoi is tanky, Carl Teasy is tanky, even Sanji, you know, as one of the tankiest mages, should I say, in the entire game. I mean, this gotta go to like, what, 15 minutes at this point in order for Team Hawk to stay in this game.
For a chance even to think about it, right?
Yes.
So how do they stay alive for 15 minutes? Well, number one, yes, continue cutting the lanes. Because again, at least Gary's making a leeway, took that tier 1 down bottom. But that aside, maybe defend from the base. I'm wondering what Man has built so far. Last we checked, I think, he had 2 major items, right? The Enchanted Talisman and the Clock of Destiny. Because that's going to be the major difference. At least Team Hawk has good wave clear.
They do. Bennett plus Xavier, plus also, I don't know if I want to say a solid front line, right? They have Min, and they also have, oh, that's a damage show, by the way, right? So I don't know about the front line, man. That's going to be Divine Judgment pulling Man back. And that's not what you want if you're Team Hawk. Exactly what you want if you're Echo. They're going onto the base. That's so much damage.
They want to end.
Onto man. And once again, Gary's gonna fall. Benny is massive.
GG!
Echo end the game. They recover and they secure it in a best of 5. 3-2. They send Team Hawk to lower brackets.
What's going on in the crowd? More than just the team members of Echo, it looks like our audience here in Sinayan are all in. Echo goes through, staying in the upper bracket while dropping Team.
God dang. So Echo moves to the upper bracket. So it's going to be Onyx Indonesia against Echo PH on their next match. So who do you think will win? Echo or Onyx? Man, tomorrow though, we're going to be... The match for tomorrow is going to be Blacklist, RRQ Brazil, and RRQ Indonesia against Todak. So see you guys tomorrow. We're going to have another good match tomorrow because your favorite team, Blacklist, is going to show up against the RRQ Brazil. And Todak against RRQ Indonesia. Whew! Goddamn, good job by THQ though. Good job by Team Hawk, Malaysian team. Ohio Dance. Yo, thank you for watching, guys. That was insane. Those first few matches was good. Those 4 matches was good. I think this is the most one-sided match they've ever had, which is the last match. Bye guys, thank you for watching. Worth it, Sebastian. So we're gonna see you guys again tomorrow. Okay, it's another match. So good night, guys. Thank you for watching. We're gonna publish another video. We're gonna publish the video once I end the live stream because we're gonna publish a advanced server update and stuff. Yeah, GG Malaysia. Good job by Malaysia though. Good night, guys. So what's our outro? So share your thoughts in the comment section. That's all for this video. Stay safe and thank you for watching. Bye guys, good night. See you tomorrow for another intense match. Bye guys.